says you are live. So here we go.
All right.
Hi, everybody. I
Hi.
have Morgan with me tonight. Woohoo! Go, Morgan.
Oh,
This is going to be a live video chat show where we're going to act crazy and goofy all night long. And, and we're going to play and do all kinds of fun things. And one of these days, I'm going to play a game. And I'm going to say, what's on my floor?
oh, oh! I hope we don't play that
Oh
game
my
tonight.
gosh, I think I found no, I thought I found a needle, but it wasn't, thank goodness. It wasn't a needle. So it just takes me a minute to get in here to sit on my stool, my throne. So woohoo, Saturday night. Uh so anyway, for if you're watching this at a later time and you want to zip through the boring parts to get to the fun parts, we do invite you to do so. In the meantime, we're gonna goof off and see what's on my desk. Guess what's in the bag?
oh. Okay, so it's showing like I need to flip my camera.
Yeah, you could flip your hand if you want to.
How do I do that?
I
Oh,
can
I
see
think
your
I know.
hand. Use your iPad. There you go. Oh, that's perfect. Now
Okay,
we're alike.
there we go. Why is it all
hmm
wonky? Oh, okay. Hold on. Fingers.
Just that's okay. We like fingers. Hey, pay attention. Pay attention. You might learn something.
Oh.
Sherry's in
Oh.
the room.
Okay.
Oh, look, I got Happy Mail in here too. Woohoo! We're gonna have some balloons and must be a party. And we've got color changing glue.
That
Whoa.
sounds fun.
We'll check that out. It was $3.97. I don't know that I would have paid that much for it, but Joe did.
There you
Thank
go.
goodness
Looks like
for Joe.
that's what I did
Thank
this week too. I did some thrift store shopping.
Yes, we kind of we are addicted to that kind of shopping. I think
Yeah.
it's just funner.
Yes. I
So
love it.
I am going. We are a few minutes early, so let me just get a second to get my iPad up here, and
And I'm
I
still
should
messing with my camera trying to get
uh,
it figured out.
get it figured out.
Yeah, so I have a little more space because I'm all
Find my
wonky.
volume.
Okay.
Uh, let's find me. There we are. There we are. It's coming through. Looks good. Looks fine.
All right.
Love it. So it's a go. I'm at 100% on my iPad, so we should make it. That's about 3 hours worth
Yeah.
of. Uh,
I have mine plugged in just in case.
yeah, I do. I like to plug in to uh, give it a little extra juice. Sometimes it doesn't charge real fast when I'm plugged in and online, but it does give it a little bit of juice,
Yeah.
and it would be fine. Or there it is, if I could find the plug. So I've got some extra manila folders that I cut off when I made my book, my USA book, and I'll go over my USA book in a little bit. And but these leftover sheets are going to turn into tabs. So I've
Oh,
started. I put a little bit of paint on them to get them started with. Well, it's just leftover paint, so waste not, want not.
that's right.
So let's just see what he really bought at Walmart. I only got 2 packages of balloons, and I'm sure that there's more on here. It looks like he got some cheese and lunch meat, and oh, we must be going to have ham sandwiches tonight.
Ooh.
Mm. All right. Sounds good. Sounds good. All right. Well, we'll accept this bill. we'll accept this bill of sales. We'll put it under there just in case he needs to return something. So, I am in the middle of a postcard swap. The postcard swap is closed, and it was produced or put on or hosted with Tanya McGuire. I had to have a little reboost there, and I joined her postcard swap, and so you can't join it. But if you do want to send me a postcard personally, I will accept your postcard and I will return a postcard. I've got extra postcards, so I did a little protection on for backup. So I had Janet. For those of you just coming in, we have Morgan with us as a guest, and she's learning how to stream. And she's done it so far. She's done it beautifully. You're in. That's all there is to it. And you're just like one click away to getting up online. It's really easy to do. And once you get started, and I can tell right now with the looks of your background page, you will fit in just perfectly because you like to craft. I can tell, and
Yeah.
you'll have plenty of things to show people once you get online, because they're going to ask you, they want to see your old books, your journal books. They want to know when you started streaming, and they want to know where you live, and they want to know what color hair you have. They want to know everything. Okay.
Oh,
So
yep. I have
anyway,
quite a little bit of a mess here, but
that no, you don't. You have it's fine. Your desk is clear. That's totally, as long as your desk is clear, that's acceptable right there.
I have stuff around where you can't see. But this is clear. Workspace is clear.
Okay. Well, great. Um, Here is a cup of love from London, and this is from Julia, 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 Julia D, and it's from London. And so I've got a London card. So isn't that cute? She's got the all of the icons of London City on there,
Oh, that's
and I got
cute.
a ticket. Oh, we got a ticket. Oh boy, we got a ticket to London. So that'll go in my postcard swap. And I am going to be collecting all of my postcards, and I'm going to be putting them in a book. And I'm going to bind them. And here's all my other postcards so far. So I'm going to put Julia in there. And I have already mailed one to Julia, so I don't have to mail anything back out to her. I'm trying to get organized when I get incoming mail. I like to, you know, go ahead and address something. And I've got some envelopes over here already pre-addressed to go out to some other people that have mailed me things. So I try to be real good about that, and I'm pretty sure I'm okay with Julia. And this one says friendship on the back of it. Well, who is that from? This is from Kathy D from West Virginia. Oh boy. Let's see what she sent me real quick. I'm gonna open my mail and then we're gonna get into something. Right, we'll get into something.
Happy Mail
So
is the best.
it is the best. If do you have your art journal right there?
I do.
Well, put it down. Put your art journal down
Okay.
and flip through some of your pages while I'm talking.
I have
Yeah.
been quite busy this week. I've been like trying to um, be a little more crafty. And so I've made several junk journals
Oh,
and
Zeus, isn't that cute? Aw.
okay.
Okay, Kathy sent me a ACT card. Isn't it cute? And I think I've already sent Kathy out one. Uh, do I have a list? Maybe. Uh, yeah, I do. I already have one here. Okay. I've got one for Kathy. So she will be getting a AACT card. So thank you, Kathy. That was very nice. She did send me a little bit of pretty things. So this will go into a book that I'm working on, and it'll go into my Happy Mail book, the envelope parts. And this is one of my Happy Mail books, and I think, yep, I got some empty pages back here. So I'm just going to slip this right into this book, and next time I do another page, I can use all of the little items on her thing. So she's caught up, and she is on my list. Okay, slowly but surely moving through all these. And then I got another important postcard from the People's magazine. See? They even gave me some craft item here to play with, and I can yeah, we can color that in with our pencils. See, you see, and but it's just to renew my People magazine magazine, and I got my magazines free from the recyclebank.com, and they give you a year's worth of magazines for free.
Oh, nice.
And
I
then
didn't know
they
that.
yep, you get on there on that website, and you have it's a recycle educational site, and you have to read all these different ways to recycle paper, cans, plastic, etc. And they have all these little articles that you read, and they're only like, a paragraph, and you go down to the bottom of that, and you've earned points, and it says
Huh.
click here to earn your points. So after you read that, you can click it. Now you don't have to really read every little line, every little word. You can
Mm-hmm.
just zip down to the bottom and click, and because they all have thumbnail pictures, and you can tell which ones you've been in, and so forth. But you have to click about 50 boxes, and you will earn enough points. And then when you want to turn your trade your points in, and get something with it, um, I've clicked magazines instead of, you can click coupons for restaurants and things. But the bad news is all of the restaurants are out in California.
Oh,
So unless you want to fly out, get in your own little jet and fly out for dinner, and you could do that, I suppose.
yeah.
But but anyway, I was wanting just magazines, so I earned points to get magazines, and I got like 10 different magazines by clicking all of these points. And some magazines, you have, some of them are worth 200 points, some of them are worth 300, some of them are worth 1,200. The People magazines are worth the most, but
Huh.
that means you just have to read that much more about recycling.
Right.
And I did it for the first year, and so I earned a bunch. So I've got enough magazines for the rest of my life. I don't need to go in and go back and get any more. So at this point, no, no, don't need to. This is from our friend Sharon, and she has sent me. Oh my goodness! Look at the Capitol. It's the Capitol. Oh my goodness! It's the White House.
That's
Oh,
like a
she sent me.
treasure trove of Happy Mail you got there.
It is. She sent me some dictionary words. I like those. And all these little clippings from the magazines. Oh, how cute is that one? Astrology. I like astrology. Biology. Here's an ACT card. I don't know, but that little Sharon, if she isn't just she can really art. She her art is so different than anybody else. Anybody else.
Oh,
And
that's so
uh,
cute.
it is so cute, and it's a card. It's an old fashioned vintage card, but it's embossed. It's you can see, you can feel the emblem, or the picture. You can feel it.
Yeah.
The traveler went off bravely. Oh my goodness. That is so precious. That's from Sharon, and I do believe I've sent some. I've got something, or I've already sent something to Sharon. And let me just double check my envelopes here. I think I've already sent Sharon one, and I'm pretty sure that I did. I'm pretty sure that I've already sent something to Sharon, so I don't need to fix her up a an envelope. So we're very good. She sent me all these goodies, and this will be used in Happy Mail pages and any kind of page that we make tonight. Oh, it just might have to be traveling and outer space. Very nice. And then she sent me this little punch out, and that is so pretty. That is very pretty. Yes, Janet, we're going to have to do more magazine pages to get this. I'm going to put Sharon's things right in here and tuck them real close so I can have those. Then I got something from Kathy Cowell, and she was online with me Tuesday, and she is already streaming, guys. If you don't know her, you need to. She's real good. She's real good, and she has been sending me things right and left. I think this is the third envelope this month I've gotten from her. And there's a heart, there's a bee. She sent me some swatches. She made me a heart. Oh, isn't that pretty?
Oh,
Oh,
that's sweet.
it's a cluster heart. There's like three background pieces, all sewn, hand sewn with love. Oh, so cute, so cute. And then she sent me. Oh, look, she sent me a banner. A banner. Now, some of the girls have been making these little banners, and they've been putting them on pin backs, and they've been wearing them. Oh, and another little heart that's cut out of some pretty brown paper. Lovely. Here is a card, and it's a little bit bigger than an ACT. Nope, it's the same width of an ACT. It's just a little shorter, but I could use it as an ACT. Then she sent me some lace. Isn't that nice? That might go with that stuff that Sharon sent me. And here she sent me a piece of fabric, and it looks like a quilt top with all this fringe on it. It does. It looks like something you would put on the bed. Oh, isn't that pretty? That'll make a nice ACT card in fabric. Thank you, Kathy. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate that. So I'm going to put her little happy mail right here with Sharon. So maybe we'll get into that tonight. And I'm going to put her name on the back of this card. And this is the last thing that I have. So we can go over to Morgan and see what she's flipping over there. What talk about your pages?
Oh yeah, this is my little A6 no rules journal. That's what I
Very nice.
So yes, I just try to not make myself follow rules and just do what I feel like doing. So yeah, I like it.
It looks great. Got all little flippies in it, and tip
Yeah.
ins, and tip outs, and tip ups, and
Yes.
tip
All of them.
overs.
Although I don't know. I mean, it's so chunky.
Sharon.
I have half a year left to go. I don't know.
Well,
It's
you're going to have to make another book now.
Yeah, well, that's kind of I've been working on some this week, so but I don't know what to do with all these empty pages back here. So
Well, you can every time you craft and you get ready to turn your light out, pick up everything off your desk and glue it on those pages.
oh, that's a good idea.
And just fill the pages up real fast, and they'll fill up real fast. Don't worry about leftover paint. It could be anything. It could be anything on your desk,
That's a good
and
idea.
and do it as quickly and as possible, and you won't regret it.
I think that sounds fun.
Mhm. 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 Okay, so I'm done with that. Um, uh, I'm looking for my charge card. Really, what I'm doing right now. I have a charge card, and I've been looking for a couple of weeks now, and I'm thinking that it's in here. And sometimes I just want to just stop what I'm doing and look for my card. Here's some more happy mail that Teresa sent me. So I'm gonna put it over here with Sharon and Kathy, and maybe that would look good with what Sharon sent me. And the other thing, the lace. Oh, that would look good together. I'm gonna have to do a pink page before we get out of here tonight. I don't have too much on my agenda other than just to play with Morgan and see what she likes to do and so forth. And I'm hoping and praying that I've put my charge card over here with my other charge cards.
That's the worst feeling
So
when you
uh,
can't find it.
yeah, as long as it doesn't look like that, I'll be okay.
Yeah.
It's not. I haven't said. I haven't found it yet. So, but I'm looking for a new one. But it's not that one. Not that one. And I just thought, well, I do use the charge cards in my art, and is it possible? Yeah, it's possible. I wish it, I wish I would have found it by now, but no, I don't see it. I don't see it. And it's got a palm tree on it, so I should be able to see it if I did have it over here. Okay, well we looked through some stuff, so that'll be enough for now. Till next time. Oh, here's some more happy mail. This is going to go. This is from Katie Cat. This is going to go with the happy mail that I just had, and I put it aside specifically so I wouldn't forget it. And I've already forgotten. There it is. I should remember this envelope. So here's some happy mail that I can use tonight too. So we are good to go with happy mail tonight. And I've got some birds I haven't even used yet.
It's amazing what you find when you like actually go through stuff on your desk. I found some stuff. I was like, okay, I've been looking for that for a
I
while.
haven't, yeah, a while, a long while. Yeah, so I think I've got over to where I don't remember being over here lately, so I don't think it's there. I'm just going to go ahead and lay one of these out because you know me, I'll start coughing here in a minute from all this paint and everything in this room. Okay, so no luck. So I'm going to uh, get back down to the bottom of my desk. These are going to be for my postcard swap. And I also was looking for the rest of my ACTs that I did and I think they're here. What did I do with all my ACTs that I've received so far? Don't really know yet. So we'll just kind of hang on to that one real quick. It usually works out, and a good example was earlier this spring. I found a whole stack of tags that we did 2 years ago
No.
when we had a tag swap, and I made a tag book, and that was a nice tag book. It worked out really well, and so it'll come out eventually in the wash somehow. It always does.
Yep.
So let me read chat for just a minute and see what everybody's been saying about Morgan. Maybe they've asked her some questions. Let's go back just a little bit. Everybody's helping me. Janet's in the room, Aunt Beck's in the room, Carol's in the room, Margaret's in the room. Hello, hello, everybody. We have Morgan with us tonight. She's one of my newest members. And she said that she wanted to start streaming. So I said, well, come in and practice tonight and with me and get your feet wet. So I think there's Jude. Hi, Jude. Howdy do. Howdy do. Cheryl's here. Cheryl's gone to dinner, so she'll be back in a few minutes. And usually Saturday, Melissa goes to eat. So she'll be back in a few minutes. And when Melissa gets back and Cheryl gets back, we'll play with the 365 book because they like to play in that book. And you don't have to have the book to play.
Oh, fun.
So Janet from New York says, I get 6 magazine subscriptions from them. It's well worth your time and you earn a lot as well. You learn a lot as well. It is true. There's a lot of good tips on how to learn how to recycle at the recycle bank, and then you get free magazines, and you will enjoy the magazines. And there's always some kind of a magazine for anybody, for all occasions. There's cooking, there's decorating, there's one on dining out, there's ones on guns and flowers, or guns and roses. I don't remember.
Guns and Roses. That's what I was thinking.
It was like a hunting magazine, and and so, but anyway, there's good. There's see, hi Sharon. I just opened up your happy mail. Thank you, sweetie. I hope that I don't owe you anything. Uh, I do try to send a little bit out to somebody, and if there is somebody in this chat room tonight that has not received any happy mail from me, I need you to raise your hand. If you have not received any happy mail from me, any cards or any kind of mail. So I hope I've said hello to most everybody. If I didn't mean to forget anybody. So hello, 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 over and over. So there's Veronica. Hi, Veronica. Howdy do. Good to see you. And Julia, I just got your card, your ACT or postcard. Thank you very much. Uh, and and just to let you all know, the ACT swap that I'm having right now is closed. I've got like 15 people on the list, and that's all that we can handle at this time. So if you want to swap with me, wait till the middle of July, and we will definitely. We're going to do tags next. We're going to do tags. So hi Teresa. Teresa's got thunder. Boy, we have had a lot of thunder in the past couple of days. Hi Barbara. Barbara says, I haven't heard nothing or seen nothing. I know nothing, Barbara. That's right. Teresa says, me, my hand is raised. Now, it doesn't say who wants. Rebecca is in the house. Hi, Rebecca. Are you rested up from driving? Are you still driving in your head? She drove from Texas to PA this week, and she did it in two and a half days.
Oh, goodness.
That's hard. That's a hard drive. So they say they haven't received any happy mail. Oh, poor babies. Oh, I hope that everybody has received some kind of something from me. I don't know. Have I mailed anything to Morgan yet?
I don't think so, because I'm
Morgan didn't raise her
pretty
hand.
new.
She did not raise. She was just waving hello to everybody. She did not
Yeah.
raise her hand. Hi, Melissa. Melissa's here. Rebecca's here. Yay! Yes, Julia, I did. I just got your card, and it's right here. Thank you so much. It's got all. I showed it off first before you got in here. So thank you, Julia. That's us in the cab. We got an Uber. And we're racing across town, and we stopped in the telephone. We stopped at the telephone to call Janet. hmm So, yes, Barbara Batzer. Um, I'll double check. I don't know if I got one from Barbara Batzer yet or not. It's Becky's, Esther's. No, I guess not, Barbara. Not yet. Uh, I haven't gone out to the mailbox yet today either. So hang in there, Barbara. Okay. so and sometimes the postal service goes a little slow. That's why they call it snail mail. so oh, Teresa says that she hasn't gotten any happy mail at least for 2 or 3 days.
That's a long time.
That is a long time. I'm telling you. So I know it's hard. It's hard, but everybody deserves a little something, 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 sometime. But okay, Rebecca says all of her envelopes are on her table. That's right, ready for the mail. Yeah, when she gets back home. uh, so we got this ready to go. So this will remind me that it's something. It's in the mail. It's in the mail file. Let's see. Melissa's picked out 115 in the 365 book. We're waiting on Cheryl to come back from dinner. And Morgan, would you like to tell everybody? Would you like to say something about yourself to everybody and like where you live
Sure.
and how you got into crafting?
Sure.
We
I live
all
in
want.
Iowa. I'm 47. I've been married for since 1998. What is that? 20. It'll be 24 years in October.
Yay!
Yeah. And we have 2 kids. Have a daughter who's 17 and a son who is 13. So, we have dogs and chickens and what else? So yeah, as far as crafting, I've been, like even in high school, like junior high and high school, I would doodle on my papers and my notebooks and all of that. I collected stickers, the scratch and sniff kind, that the teachers would put on your assignments. And then I had a little book that I kept them in. And loved to do like just coloring. I like to color. I can't really draw to save my life, so never have been. I'm trying to learn a little bit more on Procreate, but I don't know. Yeah. And I actually have a Patreon that I just started in March. And so I have collage sheets that I give out every month for those. And some of it I've tried to do some of my own artwork, and it's definitely not easy. I mean, it's different. I kind of prefer like paper and like actual crafting supplies versus like on the iPad. It's just weird. It's hard to get used to. So, but that's kind of forced me into that, like outside of my comfort zone. So, and yeah, then I think I started with the planner community first because I was looking for a planner, and I found Erin Condren, and that's what got me started. And then I found this whole like world of planners and journals and just it's a massive community. And I started my YouTube channel 2 years ago. Um, and so that was also out of my comfort zone. So, but it's something that I wanted to do. So I just kind of went for it. And yeah, and then this whole like art journaling type of thing just has me hooked. So I, yeah, it's been fun to kind of watch different people and learn from them. And I was going to sign up for this online class. I think it was Get Messy. I can't remember what the website is. But anyway,
Let's get
it's
messy.
yes. And I don't know. It's like, I don't know what it was, $39 a month or $29 a month or something. But I thought, well, I could try it 1 month and see if I like it. So I don't know. I haven't decided yet.
Well, a lot of the things that we do in my video world, in my crafting area, we like to do anything that doesn't cost anything.
Yes.
And we we do like to watch other videos, of course, and we share those things within our little community. And you'll find that uh, we might enable each other to buy, some glue,
Yeah.
but it's not going to be a whole lot of money. We try to be frugal about stuff,
Yes.
and we use what we have. And it's amazing how much art that you already have in your house and in your kitchen drawers, in your junk drawer. It is just absolutely amazing
Yep.
uh, what we can make, and we show each other our work, our art books, and our journals, and we get ideas from each other, and then we teach each other how to do different things. And it might be something you really know how, but it doesn't it feels good to watch somebody else do it. And it, anyway, we just kind of hang out that way.
Yep.
I personally am not a selling website or a selling type person. um,
Oh, like
I
an
don't know.
Etsy store or whatever.
Right, no, I don't have
Yeah.
an Etsy store, I don't sell my art, and I don't sell in my Facebook group, but that doesn't mean you can't join the Facebook group just because you sell. But I don't like people to come in to my room and they just wanna put an ad in and then I don't see them again.
Right.
I want you
Right.
to come back and be a part of us, and,
Yep. Not the spammy type
yeah, it's
people.
not really
Yeah.
it's spam, but I just don't wanna be used, and I'm not the only person that's like that. But most of the girls that I follow, that I have fallen in love with, we use the scraps off our paper. We reuse these. Sometimes I throw them away, but that's because I've got a lot of other stuff. Um, but we like to do fun stuff and experiment a
Yep.
lot in here. So you will enjoy the art and community if you hang out with me and and all the other girls in the chat room. You'll see how we kind of follow each other around, and you'll see who we watch and who we like to hang out with.
Yep.
But we've got crocheters and knitters, uh, and then we've got sewers and stitchery things, and we do all kinds of fiber art, anything with fiber, wool. Um and then of course we do all of the mixed media collaging and paintings, different kind of paintings. I don't know that I've seen anybody do any oil paintings, but
Oh yeah.
I've seen watercolor, acrylics, and gouache and inking type painting
Mm-hmm.
stuff. But there's always room to grow with mixed media. There's just it's endless.
Yeah,
Somebody can make
definitely.
you can make something out of the kitchen. And heck, I have even made my own watercolor paints before as
Oh,
an
fun.
experiment. Yeah, you make it with baking soda
Oh,
and vinegar. I have, and they don't come out as vibrant
yeah,
as the watercolors that you buy at the Dollar Tree, but it's fun to create and goof off and stuff. So,
yeah.
but we like to make books and do journals, and we like to do pages, and we collect ephemera. and Rebecca, as you can see, Rebecca, I think she collects ducks. I think that's a duck. I'm not sure what that is, Becca. It's some kind of animal, but I can't tell if it's a duck or not. But anyway, so we're kind of a close knit group, and we're glad to have you, and we're glad to see what you like to do. Have you seen us do magazine art?
Yes. So um I found Janet Nash. Hi, Janet. um I can't remember who. I was watching somebody's YouTube video, and they were or maybe it was an Instagram reel or something. They were talking about her. So they checked out her channel, and then that's how I found you, Beth. And so I was on your live, was it Monday? And Janet had done a live that morning. And so watching that whole the magazine, I was just like, that is such a cool idea. That magazine game, that was such a cool idea. I was like,
Yeah.
um, and then I watched Janet's video that she put up today, where she did some collaging, magazine collage, and
Yeah.
that was a great video. I loved that. I
That was
love
a hop.
watching things come
Uh-huh.
together like
Yeah.
that. It's
Yeah.
just
Mhm.
amazing.
That was a hop, and that's a good lead there too. It all goes back to Mary Altier. If you don't have her written down, you need to write her name down and go and watch Mary Altier. And she does all of the hops in our area. Aside from New Year's, there's several other people who do New Year's hops where they invite you to come on one after another, and you just go from one channel to hop to another channel, and you do a streamathon all day long and watch everybody.
Oh,
And a lot of
fun.
times they're theme related, so, and everybody has a different take on their themes.
Yeah.
And today was Janet did she started out with eyes, and then it was into something green and a garden, and it just evolved.
Yes.
Her whole page evolved, and it started out with her and her dog in the park, and everybody loves, and we do love our pets, and we do use them to facilitate our videos to get people to come in, because if they won't come in to see you, they will come in and see the dog.
That's true.
Just
So
saying.
true.
It's just the truth.
Yep.
And but the Mary Altier is a person that you should go and check out.
Yeah, I don't think I've heard of her. So I'll have
she
to.
has been in our. She's probably one of the elders of our community. If there was a that started our community, she is probably one of the biggest hands. I mean, it takes a whole slew of people to become a community,
Yeah.
and she is definitely some of the base glue that we've had, and uh, people that I have watched is like Dee Dee Willingham, Cat Hand, and Barb Owen. I started out with those girls, and they are like, I have 20 people in my chat. Well, they have, 120 or more in their chat
Right.
rooms. And so they're on a bigger level, and they're my heroes, and they're my those are the people who I've learned from the very beginning and got my basics down, and then I ventured off into some of these other people in a lesser format, and not so many in the group, but we do have a large community, and we're fibs, we're friends in the box.
Oh,
And someone says, "Well, I want to be a fib," and I said, "Well, you are. You're in the box.
yep.
If you're in this little white box here, you are a fib. You're automatically in. There's no you don't have to go through any kind of test to get into the fibs. You just be you're naturally involved. So, but anyway, and then I started watching Mary, and then I watched Tanya and Lisa, and then Tanya and Lisa just they didn't start until I think they started just like 6 months ago before I started. I thought they'd been in the in the community for years. The way they work together, they work so good together.
Yeah.
I thought they'd been there a while, but no, they haven't been in it too much longer than me. And I lucked out. I just lucked out at the right time, and I was watching Tanya and Lisa and Aunt Beck and Mary, and I'm think there were some other girls, on the side that I watched as well. I watched Shannon Green. I used to watch Kelly Donovan, and there's a lot of people, that I used to watch. And but I got to the point where I couldn't watch everybody all the time,
Right.
and the reason why I can't watch everybody all the time is because I want to do everything. I want to do whatever you're doing,
Yes.
and I
Exactly.
can. I am so squished in my camera right here. I can't. I don't have any room to start anything new. So I started focusing on just my room and my desk, and I started streaming. And I stream 3 days a week. Mary streams at least 3 or 4, 5, 6 times a week. There's been
Oh,
times where
wow.
she streams just about every day, but she's in it. Um, uh, she's in it for a business. She wants to create art communities. She wants to expand people. She wants to help people, and she wants the community to grow and blossom on their own. And so uh, she 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 promotes it. Therefore, that's how she promotes herself. And uh, but Mary has taught us all how to do something. And I don't care what it is, but she's taught us all how to do something. And we all love Mary. But anyway, I've been streaming for about 3 years now, and it's just a whole new world for me. And it was a world that opened up at the right time. And
Mm-hmm.
it was something crafty that I have had in me all my life. And I've never been able to express it before until now. And I didn't have anybody to art with. I didn't have anybody to play with. Nobody
Right.
wanted to play with me. And I, I, at one time, before I'm a transplant in Florida. Before I moved down here, I belonged to a church, and we had a puppet ministry, and I was in charge of the props, the signs, and anything that needed to be made. I could make it out of something, cardboard. And uh and I love doing that kind of art. I love doing something, anything. I love doing it, and I went nuts with it. But you can only, you just gotta, when you do one puppet song a month, there's not a whole
Yeah.
lot of art that I can do.
Right.
And it filled part of my shoe, but it didn't fill it up enough. And then when I got into the streaming and the art here, I'm completely full. I'm overflowing. I'm
Yeah.
overflowing. So and the mixed media is just, it's just my life. And I eat and sleep and stream.
Yeah.
That's all I do is eat, sleep, and dream.
Oh, I
And
love it.
I have, I mean, there, there's like, it's like, how you wish you had one more hour of sleep. I wish I had one more hour of stream
Yeah.
of energy to stay on the stream a little longer. But 3 hours is about my limit, and I have
Yeah.
to stop, or I get physically sick.
Yeah.
My back goes out or whatever. So, but anyway, let's go ahead. I'm still waiting on Cheryl to come back from dinner. I haven't seen her. You guys are chit chatting, and I love it. I'm watching the chat go by, and yeah, Lizzie Brewer is another person that we like to watch. And then there's several girls in here. They post a lot of their artwork in my Facebook group. If you're not in my Facebook group, you're invited. Um, all you have to do is ask to join, and somebody will accept you. It has to be accepted because it's a closed group for our safety, so that outsiders can't come in and get on our chats and do things that we don't want them to do. So my Facebook group is a closed group. You have to be accepted to join, and you can post your art in there. And I've got like, oh, I don't know, 300 to two or 300 members in my Facebook group that would see your art if you post it in here. So and I've got a lot of girls in here that stream. Rebecca streams. Rebecca's a fun one to watch if you write her name down. Of course, Janet, and now Janet Baum is from New York, and I would love to just have all of her pictures in one special file so that I can flip through, because I want to do all of her pages that she's done.
Yeah.
And and that's another case where I just can't do everything. I have to
Right.
say, because but I love Janet's artwork. And then the rest of the girls that are up here, Magical Touch Studio, Carol, she streams from Canada, and she's a slow stitcher. And oh my gosh, she you should see what she does. She makes books out of fabric, and
Oh.
she rolls them up on a scroll, and you can actually read each page. She's doing one for this year for every month, and it's like a little diary page of sewing, and everything that she has done for this month is sewed in. She saw a red bird, or she bought a bird cage, or the cat did something, and she stitched a kitty cat on there, and she it's a storyline of the whole month on one little square, and she attaches it onto the rest of them, and they're all on a scroll.
Oh,
and
very
you and
interesting.
it's like a year's diary on one scroll. That type of commitment is the things that I love. I
Mm-hmm.
love, even though I didn't get in on that, that doesn't mean I won't later, do it. So,
Yep.
uh, uh, okay. Um, anyway, I was looking for other people that stream on here. There's lots of other girls that stream. Paint Girly streams, and she's a real good painter. Oh my gosh. She loves watercoloring and painting with acrylics, and she's got a really delicate hand, and a delicate type of painting. The way she does it, it's beautiful. She's way up there in my book. But anyway, that is just Teresa Church is she streams, and she's been streaming. She's been just uploading lately, and and your videos don't have to be real long if you upload. She would demonstrate how to make a book, or how to do some origami, or how to do some beading work. She loves to do beading. So she's a fun one to watch. And I've had a lot of these girls. They've been with me for quite a while, and of course, as you know, we've got people from all over the world in here.
Yeah. Yeah. I think
So
it's so cool.
yeah, yeah, and I've got a map with push pins for everybody. And as a matter of fact, I don't even know if I have Iowa in here or not. Where's Iowa? Let's see. You'll have to tell me. I think I don't. I do. I have you down. You're right, southwest of Des Moines,
Yeah. Southeast. Yep.
southeast. Okay, on the other side of Des Moines. Okay, we just move that push pin over. I did that the other day. So there you are on my map.
That's
So
pretty close.
so it's just a reference. So so someday if I ever go traveling, across the United States, I'm going to have to map through all of these pins
Oh, that would be fun.
so I could stop and see everybody. Yeah, that would be fun. I would love that. So anyway, let's get into some art. So we can do. Cheryl is back, so we'll go get you an empty page, Morgan. We're going to do some. we're going to do some prompts here with the 365 book. So you need
All
a clean
right.
piece of paper.
So is this like a what, or is this a magazine thing, or what are we,
This
what is it?
is a 365 art journal book that we have. You do not have to have the book to play along, but if you do, it's fun. Um, you can do it in your art journal book. So you need a clean piece of paper,
Okay.
and the page one was it 114? My memory is very short. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Let's see if she repeated it for me. Or was it 117? They're both blank, so let's see which one she wants. So everybody says thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for the shout outs. If I've missed anybody, I don't. It's not my intent to miss anybody. You'll have to tell me the number again. My eyes don't see it. So, 115. Oh, I was off all the way. Okay. So here's what our book looks like at 115. There's a house, the top part of a house, a roof, and there's some sky and some clouds. So it says, draw the sky above some buildings, trees, or whatever landscape you can see up high. Focus on the colors in the clouds and sky rather than the objects in the foreground, which you may choose to draw simply as a silhouette, whichever materials you feel inspired by. So over here on this blank piece of paper, we're going to we're going to draw a building, and then what else would go behind a building? And this is where we get to use our creative mind. And where I live at the beach. So for my example, I'm going to make a top house. I'm drawing it in pencil, so I think you can see it. So I'm also going to draw um, a crow's nest on top of my house.
Okay, so we're drawing.
Yeah, we're
That's
drawing on a piece of paper, and
okay.
then
That's my weakness.
I'm sketching it on, and then we can paint it or use pencils or paint. You can use paper if you want to cut paper up and make your buildings.
I
And
like that idea.
um, then, but I'm trying to my scenery where I live is a house with a crow's nest um, overlooking the ocean. So
Okay.
here's my, and then there's going to be some trees.
I'm grabbing some scraps.
Yes, yes. Anyway, anything is good. Any suggestion, and then back here there's going to be her horizon, a horizon, and it's going to be the ocean, and then I'm going to have. I guess I can do a sunset, and then I can do some more sky. I can paint this in just a few minutes, and I might put in some clouds. I can put in some birds, and I've got a tree. I'm going to have the water. I can build a little island out here. Uh, oh, I should have a palm tree and my signature. And this is part of the house and the crow's nest at the beach. Maybe there's some stairs. to get up there in. And here's the front door and some extra windows. And that is our house. And then over here we're going to have a palm tree. So I'm going to paint this with um, maybe some gouache, watercolor paint. Um, and then a path that goes down to the beach. And there might be some sand dunes. Okay, there's my sketch.
That was fast. You're speedy.
Well, I just penciled it in, and um, you might, um, trying to think of some examples that you can make. Your buildings. It could be a city. So if you use city buildings, you can do more city buildings and the horizon sky.
Okay, so we're doing buildings and sky. That's our, right?
Hmm.
Okay.
And what you think might come in behind your building. Um, and I've chosen the beach and the horizon of the ocean with my sky, and I've got some trees growing down here. And I just did a tree the other day in another paint book, and so that's kind of what I think. It says you may have to work quickly if the clouds are moving fast. Mine are not moving very fast. Begin by sketching the shape of the clouds, then use paint or the side of the colored pencil to cover a large area quickly, by tilting your pencil and shadowing it quickly. It's great if your clouds look rough. It can add to the energy of your drawing. So, yeah, uh-huh.
Yeah, mine's gonna be rough. That's a good.
Mhm,
That's a
mhm.
good.
These are just loving suggestions on, what might happen on your little scenery.
Yes, mine
And
is like preschool artwork.
oh yeah, that's all this is.
Okay, good.
That's why I like this book so much. It brings a lot of fond memories from school days, and it's just you get to enjoy your childhood again.
Yes, exactly.
So I've got some water, and I am going to use my gouache, and I am going to use my pen, my watercolor pencils. And since it's a small page, I'm going to try using my small paintbrushes. Some of them. Let's see what we got here. I'm really enjoying my paintbrushes this year. So I've got some round ones. I'm gonna go with a small one. This is a number 6, and we're going to do number 6, and we're going to get some water, and I'm just going to wet all of them down because I just don't know what I want to do yet. So everybody's got to have a drink of water over here.
Oh goodness, I'm making a mess.
Oh, you're doing great. I love to hear all the clutter and the craffalanches. We love craffalanches.
Yes, that's what I just had.
Yeah, yeah. So what kind of buildings do you have?
Okay, well, I live in the country, so it's just our house.
Okay.
But so I'm just doing a city. But we have windmill, the wind turbines, and so
Oh, yeah.
I think I'm gonna do my sky, and then I'm gonna do a windmill in the back.
Okay.
That's my plan. We'll see what happens.
Okay. Sounds good. It's a good for starters. Yep. So here we go. And I'm going to make a different palm tree. You know, there's like over 50 different kind of palm trees.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Huh.
Oh yeah. There are all kinds.
I had no idea.
Yeah. You've got your coconuts and you got your silver palms and then you have your Acacia palms and then you have your uh, expensive palms and your cheap palms and your so I'm making a palm tree.
Pom pom
I
tree.
just made
I
that
like
up,
that.
guys. I just made that up just for you guys.
Oh,
Pom
oh, that's funny.
pom. There's a sable palm, and there's a bunch. So anyway, I got a little palm tree going on there, and I got another one right in here, way off in the distance. And I can go up here and maybe do some of my sky. That looks pretty good. I'm doing it real light. It looks a little bit darker in with my eyes in person than it does on the the camera. And then underneath the sky, see, we got water, and then we're going to have some pink sky going on, I guess. And then we're going to get into a little bit of yellow, a little bit of yellow. I got three different yellows to get into that sunrise. I live on the East Coast, so we get the sunrise.
For some reason, I was thinking you lived in Texas. Why was I thinking you lived in Texas?
I hang out with Lisa Conley and Rebecca lives in Texas and Jamie
Okay.
Lynn lives in Texas. Uh-huh. I hang out with Texan people. That's what it is. And then after the purple, we go back into some of the blues for the ocean. And bring in a little between the palm just for fun. And we're working hard. You know, when we things get a little quiet, we're working
Yeah.
hard. Yeah, that's what that means. So there's all of the water, and then over down in here, I need to make sand. So let's see if I can do sand. This is going to be sand.
Those are supposed to be curtains, but they look like trees in the window. They look like Christmas trees in the window. Oh
Oh,
goodness.
I have one page in this book. It was apartment buildings, and you were to fill out the windows for each of the apartments.
Oh,
It was a lot of fun.
I bet
And
that
then
does sound fun.
I had Spider-Man case in the building. he was climbing. He was climbing,
Oh,
and
that's funny.
it was funny.
So now I have all this space here. I don't know what to put here. Do I just
Uh,
make more windows? What do I do?
make a billboard. Eat at Joe's or something.
Oh, a billboard. That's a good idea.
Or make a quilt pattern like an Amish
Oh yeah. A lot of people have those on their buildings
barn.
around here.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know what they are for. Always wondered.
Decorations.
Yeah.
Back home, I'm from where I'm from. I'm from West Virginia, and we had tobacco on our barn.
Yeah. There you go.
Red pouch or something. Okay, now I want to get into some of my greens. And this is just going to be a Florida oak tree, and they are you're not allowed to cut them down at all. You even have to get special permission to trim them.
Really?
Yep. And I'll make a butterfly bush over here. So I liken my little house on the beach.
Yes, it's pretty.
It's coming along.
I mean, look at my
And yours is looking good too, you know.
it's
What
like
else would you
it's
have
like
in your sky? You could have a hot air balloon. You could
oh
have
yeah.
a plane. You could have birds, uh,
The
mountains. And
on the left side is the teacher, on the right side is the child. That's
that's true. That's true. And I go back and forth. Hmm.
oh,
Oh yeah. This definitely brings out the inner child.
that's true.
And I think I don't know. I guess everybody likes it that way, right?
I like it because I try not to judge myself too harshly
Teresa
because
said, "Don't forget the Power Woman." Uh, okay, and yeah, it's page 115, Melissa, 115, and the object was to uh, make a building, and then put something behind the building. What would be in the background? And that's our exercise for today. So I did the beach. I did the beach. So we are finishing up.
I like to be able to use scraps
Yes.
for this. My scrap bucket is full. It's overflowing.
Yeah.
It's a problem. But I refuse to throw anything away, so
Yeah. Yeah. I just want to do my sunshine. And I'm going to start off with yellow. And I thought I had a. I do. I'm gonna go to a tinier brush and get a little bit of orange. Now this is gonna be challenging. Okay. Okay.
Come here, Jaden. When we were talking about dogs earlier, mine's down here in my craft room with me. So
Of course.
come here. She hangs out with me.
All of the dogs are in our community art. What kind of dog do you have?
We have two. This one, our female, she is a husky lab mix, and she looks like a black lab, but she acts like a husky. And
Okay.
then our male is American Bulldog and Boxer. So they were both rescues. So
Oh, how neat.
yeah.
I was watching America's Got Talent on YouTube,
Oh yeah.
and they have the dog. There's one video that it's all the dog acts,
Oh
and and this one girl came on, and she had a dog act, and she said her dog's name was Miracle, and he was a rescue dog, and uh, been he was in a cage with like 100 different dogs in one
mhm.
cage, and they were using these dogs for food or for meat,
Oh
and she rescued the dog. Actually, she rescued about 16 of the dogs, and she's got all of them. But
wow.
she said she only brought out uh, one or two with her for the show, and she was a magic show. It was a magic show,
Oh
and
fun.
she said that Miracle couldn't read read your minds, and so she had a deck of cards in front of the judges, and she says, now Simon, cut the cards in four equal piles, and she did. And she says, now take four cards and pass one to each of the judges, face down, and don't look at them. And Miracle was up on the stage sitting with the two guys in the background, the Ted and Benny, and they were back there. They were up on the stage, and
Mhm.
now Miracle, uh, there was no way that she could bring all those dogs with her tonight, but she says, I was able to bring four other dogs. And those are the pictures of the dogs in front of each one of you. And of course, the four dogs were the four dogs that came out the door.
Oh.
And all Miracle did was open the door,
Aw,
and the other dogs came out, and those were the dogs. So,
that's
uh,
sweet. Yeah, if I had money, I would own a no-kill shelter.
yes, yes,
I'd go
yes.
around and I would just drive around
I
and just
I
rescue
I
all the
I would
animals.
I would love to be involved in that, and I've often thought, we rescued both of my dogs too, in a sense. Um, Abby, I got Abby from the pound. They found her on the side of the road, and if nobody would have taken her, she would have ended up euthanized. But
Mhm.
being a pup, they would keep her longer than they would an older dog because
Yeah,
they have a tendency to get adopted quickly. So
right.
anyway, I found Abby, and I only paid $20 for her. And where I'm from, it was a county pound, is all it was. So uh, And then when I got Nora, I adopted Nora through an agency where they found her. Um, Somebody found her and she got hit by a car, so she took her to the vet and got her treated. And then she says, I don't own the dog. I'll pay for the surgery, but I don't want the dog.
Mm-hmm.
And so they put the dog up for an adoption agency, and I got Nora through that. And
Oh,
she and both of my dogs are black.
okay.
So we I don't know what we like. What somehow we like black dogs on here
Yep.
for
Well, and
some reason.
actually, I noticed. So Janet,
Yeah,
your little Freddie,
yeah,
that's what Jaden. So my female, the black and the um, husky and lab, she her name's Jaden, and she looks like Freddie, except she has white on her face as
yeah,
well as her chest. So,
yeah.
and then our male, because I think Janet, yeah, Janet asked the dogs, my dog's names. So yes, the female is Jaden, and the male is Marin. So
Mhm.
they, when we adopted them, they already had names, so
Yeah,
we just went with it. So,
yeah. Abby, I got Abby for at Christmas time for Joe, and I said, "Now, Joe," he was at work, and I said, "I want to tell you something." I said, "I I got your Christmas present, but there's something wrong with it." And he says, "What?" And he says, "Well," I said, "Well, it leaks." I said, "But I think you can fix it." And that's all I said. And that was little Abby, and we were watching NCIS. And I said, "Now, Joe, this is your dog. You get to pick the name." And he says, "How about Abby?" And I said, "Perfect." I said, "Abby needs a middle name, so I've added the G-O or the J-O for Abby Joe." And
yep.
then Nora was who the name that the adoption lady gave her, and we just kept it. I could not find another name. If I had to probably name her, it would be Bear or Bulldozer. She
Uh-huh.
is she loves it outside, and she just barges out that back door and like a big bull. And she's very skittish, and we can't catch her. We can't love on her. She won't let us touch her. And so she goes in and out as she pleases in the backyard. Her domain is the backyard.
Aw.
So those are my two pups, but they're both black, and they both have a little bit of Skipper Key in them. And
Oh,
we think that no, Nora has a little bit of German Shepherd in her, a lot of German Shepherd in her.
all cute.
But Skipper Key is the dog of our choice. We love Skipper Keys.
Yeah, I always had Cocker Spaniels growing up,
Uh huh.
and but they have so many health problems, because of the
Yeah.
breeding.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, no, I'm not doing it again. And so we got mutts, and I like
Yeah.
to be able to rescue them. So
Ours are mutts. Ours are mutts.
I just feel like
Margaret says,
they
"I
just
love NCIS." Janet says, "Yes, the page is 115." Uh, yeah. And what are your dog's names again?
mine are our female is Jaden, and of course I had to add middle names too because you have to have middle names to call them when they're
That's
bad,
right.
right?
That's right.
So her middle name, well, she has two because yeah, she's a
That's
little extra.
okay. You can just
But
say all
Jaden
three.
Jaden Marie Jasmine is her full name.
That's good.
And then our male, he doesn't have, oh yes, he does. I was trying to think. He doesn't have a middle name. No, his is Marin James. So don't know really
Marin.
where they came from. They just popped out one day when I was yelling
Marin.
at him, probably.
Marin.
Marin, Marin.
I've never heard of that one.
Like Helen Mirren, except Marin with an A.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, it was so the shelter that we got him from. Sorry, I'm trying to open this new paint marker and it's like This plastic is ridiculous.
Okay.
So the shelter that we got them from, whenever they get a litter of puppies, they always name them after something. So like types of pizza or I can't even
They
think of
get
it. His litter was cities in California. So I guess there's a Marin, California.
They get a theme going.
Yeah, theme. Yes. So Marin, California, and that was the name. So just kind of stuck.
Okay, Janet from New York is going on to bed. Good night, Janet. Thank you, dear, for helping me out.
Good night, Janet.
And then we have the Janet UK, which is Janet Nash. We got two Janets.
Oh yes. Okay, so are you ready for my fantastic birds? Do you want to know so ever since I was little, I just draw birds the same way I did when I was like 7.
Okay.
Because when I tell you I don't draw, I'm not just being humble. Okay, so these are my birds. Aren't they pretty?
Oh.
It's
my
taken a lot of years.
Spider-Man case in my apartment buildings.
That is so funny.
And then I got some laundry up there.
Oh, that's such a cute idea.
This book is really worth every penny. There are several books out there with the same similarities.
Oh yeah.
Excuse me, I'm sorry, I'm coughing. And but some of them are called 365. Someone says, prompt a day or art it out or tear this book up and different things. The idea is to art. And there's another one, a yellow one out there that's called 365 Days of Activities. And then there's a blue book like this one. There's like two red, yellow ones and a blue one in this particular format. And then there's some other ones that are bigger. And it's really fun to do, and it's fun to do it with a group of people.
Yeah.
And so that was my page, and I'm going to put this over here to this side.
I like that because it gives you a prompt. So if you're just wanting to do something and you don't know what to do,
and you can spend as much time or not, on it as you want in it. In the red code, hi, in the red. Welcome, honey. I don't know your name, but she wants to know: is it Marin? Is it the city in California?
Yes.
It is the name of your dog.
Yeah.
And so she said it's spelled Marein, but you've got yours spelled a different way, which is fine.
Yeah, they took the I out, or no, they took
the E.
The I. Not to stop and think how it's spelled. Marin.
Okay, she didn't know. She's just confused that way. Yep. Red.
Yeah, and
in the red coat is Auntie Ro. Hi, Auntie Ro. I know her. I know you. Good to have you in here, Ro. Thank you. Yeah, her spelling's a little bit different.
Yep. Like I said, he came already named, so. And actually he had been adopted.
There you go. It was Marin County, California. It was a county, not a city.
Oh, Marin County. Okay.
So that's all right. That's okay. Yeah. Okay. That's cool. Okay, well, the next thing we're going to do is I just happen to have a magazine. Now you go ahead and continue to doodle. You did really good on your birds and things.
I know. They're fancy.
Yeah,
I'm
but
fancy like that. Yeah.
oh,
Not
I
really.
do. Now one thing that we like to do is check out the game page in the back of the book. There's
Check out.
in the,
I think I
in the,
have that magazine.
the People's Magazine.
I think so. Let me
Uh,
look. I get my the gal that does my hair. She saves all her magazines for me.
oh, well, there you go. Okay, perfect. That's perfect with our recycling group. So if you have this book, then we can play this game together.
Okay, I have 3 People magazines, but not that one.
Okay, let's see what you got.
Katie Couric,
No, no,
David Bowie.
no. But we can use your game piece. I'll make you big, and you can hold the game in the back.
Okay.
Find the differences. So I'll
Oh,
make you big, and you hold your picture up. It's always the next to the last page in the book,
okay. I'm
and
gonna
we'll
pick
use.
this one
Okay,
because
open your book to the
I
last
love David Bowie.
game. That page right there.
Oh, this one.
And I'm going to let you hold yours up to the camera. I'm going to
Okay.
make you big, and then I'll read chat, and we'll see how many of the uh, pictures we can find.
Okay.
So, can you hold your picture up to the camera a little closer, or zoom
Yep.
in or something? Okay, everybody, we're going to find the differences, and I'll read chat. Rose says she's sorry about the name changing, but she's trying the things out. Well, I think In the Red Cold sounds good, Ro. I just hadn't seen it, and I think it's great that you're using it. So the chat's going to be looking for differences, and I've already spotted a couple, a couple of them already.
Mm-hmm.
So, uh, and just to make it clear, usually the top picture is in a bigger font, but that's not one of the prompts. It just so happens it's a little bit bigger of a picture than the one below it, but that's not the thing. Okay, the guy on the right is different colored scarf. Okay, and you can point that out. There's a yellow scarf and a blue scarf on
Oh,
the right side. On the right side,
okay.
and you can
Sorry for all
point.
the moving.
Yeah, there it is. There's the yellow scarf and the blue scarf. We got that. And this was a hard one. The guy in the front, he's got a something green in his hand, his right hand. He's and down on below he doesn't have it, so he's got like a green phone or a green object in his hand. There, and there,
Yep.
correct. Um, Sharon said she can't see very good. I can't either. I'm usually real good. Okay. The girl sitting down in between the two up front, she has a green kind of a blue-green shirt on, and she's got her bracelet up on her elbow instead of on her wrist. There's her bracelet there, and then up there it's up on her wrist. So that's three. The
And there's
guy in
some.
the back, his T-shirt logo. Okay, there's two men standing in the back behind the girl we just talked about, and his T-shirt doesn't have a logo on the bottom. Correct. So that's four.
And then the girl in the middle has something else too that's different.
Let's see, is her mask a different color?
Yeah, up here it's black, and then down here it's like a reddish color.
Okay, they always do that, and it's hard to see in these dark pictures.
Yeah.
There's five. The doorway has over the top of the door has a line, like a base or
Oh yeah.
a header up on top, and it's shorter. That black stripe there is shorter over top of the doorway, or the door is shorter, and then that black bar is longer on the bottom page. So that one has two over the door.
Yep.
The door is shorter, and then that bar is shorter up on top. So that's seven.
And I don't know if you'll be able to see this. Yeah, I don't think you can see it in the video, but down here there's, I don't know, these are like electrical
That's
boxes.
right. The picture's moved. It moved
Yep,
from
up
one
here
side
there's
to the
two.
other. There's eight. Okay, that was a good one. Okay. And then usually about this time, I'll just go ahead and start reading the answers.
Yeah, because I don't even know, and I'm sitting right here looking at it.
Um,
Okay.
I think I know what it is, though. It's the white chair beside the guy standing in the front. There's a chair
Yes.
leg. There's a chair leg.
Yep.
That's the 10th one.
There we go.
Hey, I'm looking at it on the big screen. I had to look at it on the big screen. Someone
So
said
that,
the girl in the front had a different shoe or sandal. Uh, I can't tell. Okay, now you can turn it upside down and you can read them all off now.
okay. So the empty chair in the front row has an extra, the front row left has an extra leg. The student beside Williams is no longer holding a controller. So that was the guy in the front. The logo on that student's jacket is now green. So yeah, we got that one. The black curtain in the background is heightened. The silver beam above the black curtain is extended further right. The electrical panel back right has been moved left. The logo on the shirt worn by a person in the back center is gone. The mask worn by the spectator in the front row has turned burgundy. That spectator's scrunchie moved from her wrist to her arm, and the scarf worn by the spectator on the far right is blue.
Yep. I think we got them all.
Yeah. That was pretty good.
Okay. So I think we're going to do the magazine game. And it's not hard. It's just paper piecing things together. So I think you'll be able to fit in just right.
All right.
Uh, okay. Girl sitting down on the left boot collar. Oh, she's got sand shoes on. Okay. Okay, Jude. Uh, so anyway, now you can use the same magazine. I'll use a different people magazine, and I'll let the craft room holler out 5 page numbers, and we'll do a magazine page.
Okay, so what are you gluing it on? What do you glue it on?
I used let me get myself back up. I'm just using my art journal,
Okay.
and I have used little journals, and then big journals. So
Okay.
whatever you want to do is okay.
Well, I just got this, oh goodness, ripping up my area here. I just got this, or I had it actually already, composition notebook that
Okay.
I found at the thrift store the other day.
Yeah.
And yes, and it was like 10 cents because it had like rips or whatever.
Right.
So I snatched that right up.
I would too. That's great.
So, and then I, of course, haven't done anything in it yet because I just got it, but I glued a couple pages
We'll
together.
be the
So,
first. Well, great.
yes.
So I've got me a composition text, a journal book here. And so I just need 5 numbers. Sharon says 22.
Okay. I'm going to use this magazine since I have it handy. Okay, so we go to page 22, right?
Right, you get to tear it out.
Oh, pizza.
All right.
That's a good start. Okay. And I'm like, that's a pig.
The next number is, I'm waiting for everybody to shout out another number. Kathy's here. Hi, Kathy. Calico Kate streams. Kathy, we're playing a magazine game. We just started. Page 22 in any one of your magazines. I need some more numbers, guys. 24.
Oh. Oh. This is kind of just that like.
Yep. You'll be surprised. You'll be surprised how that will work out in your book. We'll fussy cut them out in a minute.
Okay.
13.
I'm going to trust the process.
And if the page is gone, pick the next page.
We got Brittany.
And 14, which might be the next page.
So mine's the opposite.
Okay.
So what do I do?
And that's 4.
I'm going to take this one out. Okay.
And sometimes there's like, you get a freestyle. You get to pick if you come across something, it's okay sometimes to pick it.
Okay. Like a free space.
Kind of like a free space. We're very forgiving with our magazine pages. I need one more page.
Oh, baby Yoda. Aw.
And I'm sorry, but this came out all at once. And it's the center page. It was the center page, and it didn't rip. The stapler ripped, but the page didn't rip. So, oops.
Oopsie.
Number 7.
Number 7.
If I can use it, I'll take it. If not, I'll save it.
Ooh, Lady Gaga. Bam.
All right. All right. So there's that. So now you get to fussy cut for a few minutes, or tear, or any way you want to rip it out. and then we're going to collage them down on the paper. And I think that you should be able to do that.
I think so. Now I
Because,
just have to figure out what I want to do with
well,
each thing.
why don't you, after you cut them down, you lay them down on your paper, and then it'll start talking to you.
Okay.
The story will evolve. I always tell a story with my page. Yeah.
So I'm thinking about just cutting her silhouette out. Is that
You
bad
can
if
do
I
that.
cut
You
her?
can do it. Yeah, you could just use the purple parts. And if there's any words, you can use the word. And if you can't uh, find the word that you want, you might be able to use the letters to
Okay.
make the word ransom style. I like to do the word art on all my pages.
Oh, that's nice.
Something, super art, happy art, creative art,
Okay.
texting art, stronger art. See, stronger art would be my word. And I just have to find the ART.
It's like
So,
a little scavenger hunt.
yeah. Stronger bonds, stronger art. I will do stronger art.
I could do house of art if I could find the word art.
Yeah, and you can even write it in or make it, write it out on another piece of paper and stick it in. Something like that. Anyways, anyway is good.
Okay.
And this one's got a starburst on this side. See, I could take that starburst and use it for something. A coffee symbol,
Oh yeah.
and there's an A and a T on that page.
Okay. I'll set my little letters aside so they don't get lost.
So this is we just don't know what's going to happen until afterwards. Start gluing it down.
I feel bad cutting into these people's bodies, but I really want to get that.
Yeah. Well, it's not personal.
Okay. It's art. It's not
Yeah,
personal. It's art.
that's right. So I got the A to the R to the T. Is that how they do it in the rap songs?
There you go.
A to the R to the T.
Okay. Now I need. I got these letters. This piece by piece.
Yeah. Is that your piece?
Pizza brings me peace.
Oh, that could be your title too.
Yes.
That's good.
I don't know how I'm gonna figure Lady Gaga in here. I think I might have to just do the purple, like you said.
She might be coming in from the edge and peeping in. She could be peeping in, halfway coming in on the side.
Okay.
As a loving suggestion. I don't even know what she looks like.
She's like on the. That would work from the end, like here.
Yeah, she could be leaving, coming, or going. Okay. And then I lay my scraps over to the side until I'm completely finished, and then I can throw them away. I don't try to keep anything. So we've got we've got now. Come on, there they are. I lost my scissors. Here we go. We've got
I was binding a junk journal earlier and lost my little needle. I couldn't find it anywhere.
yeah.
I found it. It was on the floor.
Oh, okay.
But it drives you crazy because you know that you literally just had it there.
Yep. All right.
This is so random. I've got this brooch, pizza, Lady Gaga. You know what it feels like? Have you ever played Apples to Apples? When you have like,
It's one of those word games.
yeah, like nothing really goes together, but it just ends up going together type deal.
Like apple pie and apple blossom.
Exactly. Like Lady Gaga and pizza.
That's
Of course,
right.
why wouldn't they go together? Because
That's right.
Okay. Well, I do love the color purple.
Oh, okay.
There's that.
So Lady Gaga came in to play the game, and she
brought
wore
pizza.
yeah, and they ordered pizza, and she was wearing one of her favorite brooches, and she had to call the security man to come and open her safe because she lost the combination and to get it out of the safe, and so that she could wear it to the pizza party. See how your story is evolving?
That's right. You're good at this.
I think everybody really they only like me for my imagination.
Oh.
uh, Kathy says uh, mentioned I mentioned your prompts and wanted to put a link in for your channel. Whose channel? Kathy, was it Janet's can Janet's channel? Uh, Kathy, whose channel did you want to mention? And Janet will put it in for you. Uh-oh. What happened? Are you there?
I'm here. Yep.
Okay, my screen went blank on. Oh, there I am. Okay, my
I can see you.
iPad. It was my iPad. Okay.
And Sherry said Lady Gaga would be writing the pizza.
Yeah,
Exactly.
she'd probably be laying in it.
She'd
Yeah.
probably be wearing it.
Yeah.
She'd have a pizza outfit.
Uh. Okay. So I'm going to take a break from that one, and that one, And see, mine are. I'm having a party too, and I'm playing the. We got a DJ going on over here at our. I'm coming, and we're bringing the music. Okay,
All right, and we're waiting.
you can bring in the catering, bring in the food, and I'll bring the music.
That sounds good. And I brought Lady Gaga, so that's
Yeah, and she can be helping the DJ picking out music. Uh-huh.
I'm looking for something to spell out, like letters I can spell out her name with.
GAGA.
Yeah.
You can use if you got any stamps or
I do.
any stickers, letter stickers. You could put it in that way too.
Because I'm thinking she's having a house party, so I'm gonna write house. I'm gonna have house of Gaga, and she's having a house party. You're bringing the music.
Okay.
And I got the pizza.
I got the record player.
Okay.
And this guy over here, he's coming to the party. He's the chef, and he baked some cake. He baked a cake. So we'll have all kinds of good eating, pizza and cake. Cake with eggs.
I got these little. I'm gonna go make sure I open it correctly here. There we go. These alphabet stamps.
Yeah.
They're actually my daughter's, but she left them down here while she was working on her scrapbook. So
bonus.
Yeah, so I'm gonna use them because she left them down here. Ha.
Well, you should be able to share.
We do. She uses all my stuff, so it's all good.
It's going to be cake and music. Oh yeah, and we've got Kate Middleton coming to the party.
Oh, that'll make it interesting.
Yeah. She's going to hang out over by the music. And she found this cat. There's a cat. So she's going to hang out with the cat. Yeah. She likes cats. And then this cat over here, this kitty cat, he's sniffing the cake. He's a cake sniffer.
Cake sniffer?
Yeah. Look, he's down here sniffing the cake. And this will be our...
Are you gluing down yet? Do you have stuff glued down?
No.
Okay, so I'm not behind. Okay.
No. It won't take you long. From now, once we got our storyline going here, we'll be moving faster. All right.
That blue is distracting me, so.
Uh-oh.
Let's take that off. Okay.
Well, you're working this out real good. Okay.
I got to get this brooch glued down before I lose it.
Okay.
I think it needs to go right there.
I'm just going to go ahead and do a little tacky glue in here.
Yes, party time. That's right, Janet. Anytime there's pizza.
Yeah, and Ro is right up. She's right hanging on to my sleeve. I want some strawberry cheesecake. Me too. Uh,
So, do you fill the page? Like, are you filling the page? Can you have white? What are the
yeah,
rules?
you can do anything you want, honey.
Okay.
There's no right or wrong. However it goes down. A lot of times I'll glue everything down, and if there's any white spots, I'll just touch it up with a little piece of paint or a felt tip or something.
Okay.
Sometimes I paint my page first.
Oh, I didn't think of that.
And I like to put things coming out from each other.
Do you use stuff from the back of the pages or just the front? Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, if it's page 13, do you just use that side, or can you flip it over and use 14?
You have your choice.
Okay.
And sometimes you can get something off of one side and the other side if you're lucky.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Because this Mr. Goat right here with the pizza.
Oh,
Oh,
absolutely.
he's coming to the party.
Okay.
100%.
Okay. Did we use some of his goat milk for the
Yes, to
cheese?
make the cheese.
Oh, we're having goat cheese. You know what
Yes.
that means.
And
That's
then he's bringing his friends.
yeah. We need a fan in the room because goat cheese always, has things. Yeah.
Yeah. Effects.
We just pretend we're not going to talk about that.
Okay. We don't talk
Stronger.
about goat cheese.
Where's my A? There's my R. My R. There it is. ART. Man, I would love it if I could just find my charge card. There's a charge card down here.
You got to quit looking for it. Then that's when you'll find it.
I've been looking for it for 2 weeks.
Oh. Well.
Look, I can bring pizza too.
Everybody bring pizza.
Because there's always room for another piece.
Bye, Janet.
Good night, Janet.
Have a good sleep.
Night, night, night. Hi, Becky. Becky Waters is here. And Margaret's going to bed too. Good night, Margaret.
Bye. Good night.
Oh, Sherry Habling, she streams. I don't know if you know her or not, but she streams and she lives in Canada.
Oh, okay.
And she was giving you a tip with your composition notebook because of the way it's binded, you need to work from front to back. From do a page in the front and then do a page in the back and alternate
Oh,
to
okay.
keep the spine from warping. Your spine will begin to warp
Okay.
and get wonky.
Kind of like my Hobonichi is wonky. My little art
Oh,
journal.
okay. You got another book. Uh-huh.
The
Yes,
spine
it
is.
is. It is.
That's why I'm worried, but I have like a whole half a year left. All these.
Do you know how to widen the spine?
No.
Okay.
Can you do that?
Well, yes, you can. What you do is look at your spine. You need about 2 inches on the spine, right?
Mm-hmm.
So hold it upright so I can look down upon the spine. So you want to put 2 inches in that spine. You want the spine to fit into this from here to here. So you're going to widen this part of the spine and square that up. So you're going to cut it down the back, middle of that, and then you're going to glue it in a new uh, U shape uh, book or
Okay.
cardboard, make a new spine. Make a new spine on your book. You're going to keep the front and the back collars, but you're going to add a U-shaped piece of cardboard. Let's see if I can explain it to you.
So do I cut
You're going to
this?
cut directly down the middle of your spine, and you're going to widen it. It's going to be wide like this, so that you can use all your extra paper.
Oh.
You're going to get this much more space in the spine. So in order to do that, you're going to take another piece of paper, and and you're going to, let me find a piece of scrap here. You're going to take another piece of paper, and you're going to dog alert. You're
Yep.
going to fold this side down and this side down, and this is going to be your new spine. This is
Okay.
going to be made out of cardboard. And
Okay.
then you're going to, after you cut here, then you're going to glue those edges. Those All those edges are going to be exposed,
Mhm.
and you're going to glue it into a new spine like this. And the front page is going to be to the front, and the back page is going to be to the back, and the middle pages, you're going to probably glue them down like this. Put some fabric here, put some
Mhm.
tape, two-sided tape, and put a new spine on your book.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I made this. So I would just need to make another one of these, basically.
Well, you
So
could do that too. You
I
could have,
made
because
this.
it is half the year, you know.
Yeah.
So start a new book as well.
I
But
made this
that's how
little.
you would add a spine. I have another book I can show you that I have widened the spine with. And just give me 1 second to go get it. It's right here in the room. I just have to get up real slow so I don't trip and fall and get all
Yes.
tangled
Don't
up.
don't trip and fall. That would be bad.
Right. No, I won't. Ah, although I have tripped and fallen before. Uh,
Well, at least we're here. We can call 911 for you if you
well,
need.
I've given Joe's phone number out
Yeah.
before, but that doesn't mean he has his. No, his phone's in here. Forget that. He won't help. But here's an example of a hardback book that
Okay.
I had, and I needed it to be wider. So this was the original book. So I split it down the middle, and I glued it in. I made a new spine with a new piece of cardboard,
Oh yeah.
and then I put its fabric. So and then I did tons and tons of glue down in there, a new piece of fabric on the back of it, and I just Bethy rigged it. You could do it.
Mhm.
There's use your creativeness to glue that new spine down.
Okay.
You may even have to take uh, your book and make quarters, like there's a signature, and I put fabric around each one of those little signatures, so I had a spine to glue down to the back,
Hmm.
and this is the back spine.
Okay.
So you would just put it to get back together, and so that you can use it again. And I made a wider so I can work in this book.
Yeah. Yeah, because I this is the second one of these that I've done. Well, the first one was just like a memory journal. It
Yeah,
didn't get near this chunky, and I was like, "Oh, it'll be fine."
yeah.
But
And I would even open up some of my sections and glue down to, if I saw the back, I would add more glue there. And I just used like tacky glue.
okay.
And I would add glue into some of these crevices if I could see the spine in
Mhm.
anywhere in the book, like right
Okay.
here. I could see that I'd put fabric on a bunch of papers over here and over here. And then I
Okay.
glued the fabric down to the new spine, and I made a bigger spine. But there's also videos in on YouTube.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna check it out because
Yeah,
there's just no
it's
way.
fun. It's fun. And I wouldn't mind it if it was just 6 months, because this is June. You're at the end of June, and then you've got 6 more months.
Yeah.
So you can start a new book and do it that way too. So,
True.
oh, look at this. we've got a disco cat.
That's perfect.
He is. He's doing the John Travolta move.
Oh, funny.
Oh my gosh! Would you just look at that? It says, "Slide out the funk." Is that a new song or what?
That's cute. Gotta have that.
I don't know if I'm going to get the slide out or not, but I'll try to save it.
Oh, thank you, Jude. I appreciate that. I've had a lot of fun just starting that journal, and yeah, it's just kind of evolved, and I was not planning on it getting that chunky. So. And that's
All
kind of why
right.
I've been making junk journals too, because I have a plan for them all. You know how that is. So
Yeah, I had somebody ask me one time, "What do you do with your journals after you make them?" And I said, "Well, I put them over here on the shelf.
yeah, that's
I
true.
don't do anything with them."
Listen,
But
if you don't have at least one journal that you've made and don't use, are you really a journaler?
yeah, no, I don't write. I don't.
I don't either.
I'm a mixed media person, so I
Yep.
don't leave any journaling pages um, in the back or anything. But and see, that's what you could do with that with your book. You've got all that paper in the back. You can use it for journaling, and then you're done.
Yes.
But I don't journal at all. I'm not a big writer, diary writer or anything like that. So
Yeah. Me either. I have
and
my memory journal that I print out
mhm,
pictures and I just write, "Oh, we did this, blah blah blah." That's the extent.
yeah, yeah. So I've already, oh my goodness. He's going to come in here from the side. And that's what he's going to do. He's coming in from the side because he's got to go in there.
Yeah, you have to have him for sure.
And a cat, of all things. It's all right. I got cats coming to the party. Cool. Oh, but only the cool cats.
Only the cool. Of course. Oh, funny.
So he's going to go in right here. That's okay. Right on.
Yeah, Jude, I know. So I have been gathering up, like, it's amazing when you start to think of all of the recycling and stuff around your house, all the, junk and whatever, as stuff that you could journal with. Well, my family's like, "Why are you saving that envelope?" "I'm going to put it in my journal." Of course. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do. They kind of look at me like, "Okay."
You have to wait till they leave the room before you go through the garbage. Oh, I'll take the garbage out for you, honey.
Yeah,
Don't you worry.
exactly.
I'll just take it out on my way home. I'll drop it off on the way to the car,
Yeah,
and you
my
just
husband
throw,
would.
throw it in the back of your car real fast.
Yeah, my husband would be like, "You're gonna what?" He knows I hate that job, so he would know something was up. Oh,
Yeah,
funny.
yeah. All right. He didn't need that other arm. It's off the page. Okay, we got him in here. Can you all see it? Oh, cake. All right. Yeah. We got cake.
Okay, so you just put art? You just like, even though it doesn't really like go with it. See, this is what I struggle with when I sit down
House
to
of art.
do stuff, is having it all like flow, like it all has to have a meaning, but it really doesn't. It doesn't need to.
It just has to have a little tiny storyline, is the way I do it. uh, you don't have to have a story. You could just be a page of collaging, collection of pictures, and they're just there because they're there. But this cool cat is coming in, and he's rocking the music, and he's hollering over at Kate Middleton. She's in there, and he's hollering at her, "Yeah, we're gonna have cake," you know. And she's over here trying to be quiet and sitting over here with this little kitty cat.
Yep, holding her little clutch. She's got her clutch.
Little having a moment. She's just having her little moment.
Yeah.
And, yeah, yeah, yeah. And the dog is coming in, and he says, "I want a piece of cake. I want a piece of cake too." So they have their little friends, and that's a little corgi. So she went over to the queen and says, "I'm going to take Grandma Queen. I'm going to take your little corgi to the party with me. He can be my escort." You see.
Oh. The storylines do make them. It makes it more fun, definitely.
Yeah. And stronger art. And so that's it. We got the coffee. That coffee girl. She's coming over with some coffee after a while to wash down some of that cake, because we're all going to go in a diabetic coma here in a minute.
Yep. We're gonna need that coffee.
Some strong coffee. Yeah, we want some of that good stuff. So I covered up my numbers that I had there. Like that.
All right. I feel like the word art's just going to be weird in here.
Oh, House of Art?
Why put House of Gaga?
Of Gaga. Oh, okay. Gotcha. How about apostrophe S? Gaga's art.
Oh, yes. With the animals and the
Yeah. See, I love brainstorming.
Yep.
So I just kind of tack it down and go over the edges, and then you can also do a coat of varnish, clear varnish glue over all of this to smooth it down even smoother if you want it to be clacky.
Oh, okay.
But clicky.
Yeah,
but,
you know what? I've seen a few people do that. So,
yeah.
or they put like glue over.
Yeah, I have some high gloss Duraclear high gloss varnish. Um, you can use it as a glue, but you can also put it on over top of your art. And I just drizzle it on top like that, and I take a big brush and just spread that glue down all over everything, and it dry. And sometimes some of these glues you got to let it dry overnight, but this one dries within a few minutes.
So
And
then
it's real watery, like it's thin, and
okay.
It goes on real fast. You don't need a whole lot for the whole page.
Does it need to be clear, or can you use like
Well, anything that dries clear, like your tacky glues, they dry clear. But sometimes your tacky glues and your Elmer's glue, they stick together. The pages stick together.
Yeah.
After dry, and the varnish has a clicky hardening in it. And if it's dried real good, it shouldn't click to the next page.
Okay.
I know that Dee Dee Willingham, she uses a golden a golden brand of medium that she uses on all of her artwork, and they don't stick together. And
Okay.
I don't know, you'll have to Google to see what's the best to use.
Okay.
Mod Podges stick together some.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
See, and that's what I used originally on the inside of my art journal.
Thank you, Janet.
And it was like sticking and it was a whole hot mess. So I just went over it with clear tape because I had
Yeah,
all my
yeah, yeah.
collage stuff and
Sometimes less is better
yeah.
because magazines don't fade, But uh, Dee Dee does a lot of painting and her art, and she covers all of her paintings with that golden medium that she uses,
Mm-hmm.
and it preserves her paintwork. And
Well, and then they don't stick, like it doesn't stick together with anything. So
right,
that's
um, uh, her books, she's to me, Dee Dee's famous, and to me, she's going to, um, her books her sell her all of her scrapbooking books will sell when she anything happens to her.
mm-hmm.
When even when her kids hang on to her kids will hang on to her stuff, and they will just appreciate it. They will continue to appreciate the older that they get because she's a she's a legend. Dee Dee's my Dee Dee's my hero.
So what's her YouTube name?
Dee Dee Willingham,
Okay.
and she streams on Mondays and Wednesdays. And she comes on at 8:30. She doesn't really start till 9, but she likes to come on at 8:30 and break the ice. And she streams usually till about 11 or 12 sometimes.
Hmm.
But
Wow.
she 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 does consignments for a living. She's a sketch artist, and she
Oh.
usually does. The only thing that she does is people and pets right now. She doesn't do
Hmm.
anything else, and she only takes those with an appointment with personal appointment with her. She doesn't do them very often anymore. She's retired, and she will show you her sketches, or if you ask her in the chat room when you go in there, and then she sees you typing caps, and say, please show me some of your um, uh, sketches. She's got all of the Oak Island people sketched.
Oh,
She did,
cool.
um, she did all of the gold, the ones that dig the gold,
Yeah.
all of the people in the cast. She's done all of their sketches, and she's got these sketches, and she'll show you some sketches that she's done of different people's pets. She's done Western people. She's done I think she's done John Wayne. She's done a lot of people, a lot of famous people,
Hmm.
and she is. If you don't know her, you definitely need to subscribe to Dee Dee.
I know.
And
I have a lot of people. I've been trying to write people down
yes,
as we've been
um,
talking.
Dee Dee was the first person I found YouTubing,
Hmm.
and that was before Facebook, before Facebook, not Facebook, but before YouTube.
Oh
It was
yeah.
when it was called UStream, before
Huh.
YouTube was Ustream, and then Ustream sold out to YouTube, and they got a different format, and it's been YouTube the rest of the way.
I didn't know that. I guess.
Uh-huh. And I was so mad because I just found Dee Dee, and I figured out how to do Ustream, not streaming part, but just to watch her part, and to subscribe to her, and I didn't know any of the lingo or let's see, this is already dried. Um, It's damp. It's damp, but it's dried. Um, but I didn't know. I didn't hardly know anything, and I was trying to find more people. Well, there wasn't that many people to choose from,
Yeah.
and and uh, and then the next week they changed it to YouTube, and I had to learn YouTube. And but once you get in and do it, you forget, and you just move on. You just move on. But Dee Dee was my very first, and then I'd say was probably Cat Hand, and then Barb Owen, and I made my first little journal with Barb Owen, and uh, and then I learned all about mixed media morsels from Cat Hand, and Cat Hand is has been dabbling in our community lately. She follows Janet Nash, and you will see Cat Hand in her streams in the chat room, and she and Cat, she is started streaming again on Sundays, I think, and so I need to find out if she's going to stream tomorrow, and I'll watch real close for her if she does, because if she does come, I'll come on in her chat room and say hey. And
Yeah, I found Kat, so I've been watching her, and actually
oh, good.
that was my inspiration for, she made that coffee journal.
Yeah, yeah.
And I just went crazy last week and coffeed out a bunch of papers.
Okay.
And so I was like, what am I going to do with all these papers? And so I have this little journal now that I made. So
Well,
it's only like I don't have any of it like actually finished yet.
right.
I
You're
need to
still
finish
working
that
on it.
inside.
That's good. I love to continue to work on my things. Yeah.
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 Well, and it just kind of gives you, yeah. I mean, I think I have 5 projects going. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
But there's a couple of links in the excuse me, in the chat room. Cheryl put in Dee Dee's channel,
Okay.
and Janet just put in Cat Hand's channel.
Okay.
And you can go over and subscribe to them real good. And they use their names. That's their names.
Okay.
And there's a lot of other people who stream. There's Art Journal. There's Journal Artista, and there's a lot. There's just a lot of names, a lot of people to follow. But once you get in there into these rooms again, and like you said, you used to stream, you'll get warmed up, and you'll get in there, and you'll see how much it's changed if you haven't streamed in a couple of years.
Yeah.
It's gotten better. It's just gotten better. And but there's my magazine page. I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to leave the back part of it here, just
Yep.
like that.
And here's mine. I think I'm
Date
done.
it. I like to
I
date
feel like
it.
I got some space here, but
And
I
you
don't
can
really.
always, you might find something later. You might find a
Yeah.
border that'll go there, or you might want to doodle a border in halfway around. I could doodle. I've got the top edge and the side edge. I could do a little border doodling or something, or I might find some paper and or some fabric and add to it later,
Okay.
which is no right or wrong, but but that's how you do a magazine page. And I think we've already kind of told our story together, didn't we?
I think we did. We came up
I
with a good
think
one,
we're
and I
good.
think I'm going to save this piece by piece for something else because yes.
And that's okay. That's okay. You save it, honey. Go right ahead. But anyway, I'm going to turn to a clean piece of paper. And you were talking about coffee dyeing. And I love to do different things. Um, I need a tray.
Yeah, I
And
watched Kat do painting with coffee, and I had no idea you could do that.
yeah,
So
it stains the paper, and you
that's
can
on
make
my
it
list of things
you
to
can
do.
make it
So.
stick. Yeah, yeah. Um, I'm a I'm a uh, I'm a big buff of not putting food in. I do eat in here and drink in here, and I spill and I do stuff, but I try not to use a lot of food in my artwork because down here in Florida, it's so easy to get ants and gnats in your art room. It's just not funny. That's just all there is to it. I
Yeah.
just don't approve of that. And
Well,
I
and
have
I would get
had,
mice because living
yeah,
in Iowa, that's what
yeah.
I would get is mice.
You know, and but one of the things that I learned to do not too long ago, about a year or so, is that I can uh, do fake coffee, and 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 I don't know if you've ever tried using other alternatives for making
Mm-mm.
coffee stains, but I've got a little tray here, and I'm just going to pour a little bit of water in it, and I'm going to show you how you can do alternative coffee stains. I'm going to use a little bit of nutmeg, and all I'm doing is I'm going to only put a drop in here, and then I'm going to stir it up with the paintbrush, and I've stained my water, and so I've got some brown here. So this could represent coffee or tea with milk.
Oh yeah, that
And
works.
you can do any color. You can use red, blue, yellow. You can use any color that you want. And all I did was use a little bit of water and some paint. And then you take anything that's got a bottom and you sit it in the water, and then you just transfer it to your paper, and you have an instant coffee stain.
And it would smell good. Like, okay,
You,
I
it's just
love the smell of coffee. I adore coffee. I love
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Um,
You won't have any smell with my coffee because it's just colored water.
right.
And I
And
love
the
to,
coffee, like my coffee dyed, I coffee dyed some fabric.
yeah.
It smells like pee.
Uh oh.
So I had to wash it. I'm like, I don't know
Yeah.
what. I don't know.
So
Is that
I've used
normal?
a couple. I've never heard of that. So I've got a couple of round things on my desk, and I used the nutmeg paint. It doesn't smell like nutmeg.
Oh, it
And then
doesn't?
it's paint. It's the name of the paint.
Oh, I thought you used actual nutmeg because I wasn't watching you make. Oh God.
That's okay. You fit right in, honey. I would have done the same thing.
I was like, oh,
So
it'll smell like nutmeg. That's amazing.
listen up.
Oh,
Hey, listen up.
I am so new.
You're green. You're
Oh,
green.
yeah.
So anyway, I've used those two, and I'm gonna change my color, and I can go darker and maybe add a little bit of green to it. And I've been trying to use this green up forever, and it won't use up. It keeps multiplying in the bottle. It keeps. I don't know how it's doing it, but it keeps
It just
growing.
won't. It's the paint that won't die.
It gets thicker and thicker every time I use it. So I added a little bit of green with that brown, and it's looking like mud. No, it's green. It looks like
It is green.
ground up spinach. It looks like
Oh,
ground up spinach. And see, you can even drop on your paper and do some droplets that way too. The sky's the limit. I've got some really cute bottles up on top of my shelf up here that I can use. There's a little round bottle there. I can use that one. I've got some real cute, like nail polish bottles
mm-hmm.
that have, an odd shape. I could put that in there. And I've got some oil. There's an oil bottle. I'll put that in there, and then I'll lay them down on my paper.
I
And if
like
they
that. I
get
like being able to not have to use the coffee because I don't know. It just smells. It doesn't
well,
smell
that's
like
true. That's
coffee.
fine.
Yeah. Or I could do tea. I guess I could tea dye, but
Mhm.
Yeah.
But this is using your art supplies as
Mm-hmm.
well. And maybe you just wanted to do it just one page. You didn't want to do a whole lot, and this was a quick way to do it.
Yeah.
And like if you have coffee on your table and you want to use that, of course, by all means. But this is just an alternative, and you can use like a sponge
Mm-hmm.
and just lay it on the table on the paper
Oh
and make
yeah.
markings.
Yeah.
So mark it's just mark making, and uh, so there's just some new ways that you have here to do some artwork with, and you're playing, and I love to play.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's how you learn. Like you were saying before, when you
Yeah,
just tried things and see if they work, and maybe they don't, and they
and
end up a hot mess.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and I have used glitter in my water too. Let me find my gold. Let me find the gold glitter. It is so good. It looks so good. Oh, I found my rolly tool. Never know what you're going to find in here. So I'm going
No,
to
but
add.
not your credit card yet.
No, it's not with my credit card, but I was looking for it. Okay, so I've got some gold paint in there, and I'm just going to. It does good. It does good. I'm not mixing it up with all of it. I'm keeping the gold kind of thick right here in the middle.
Okay.
And if I got gold on my brush, I can do some decorating with a brush. Do you know how to do that?
Mm-hmm.
And make flowers.
Yes.
Isn't that fun? Put some gold flowers
That's
on there.
it's like the easiest way to make leaves and flower. I love it.
Yes, yes. And I see Jude said this is cool. She's never seen it. Okay, good. Somebody probably hasn't seen it in a long time. Yeah, the vanilla and the coffee, I'm sure they do smell wonderful. And uh, so,
So
go ahead.
I have a question. So
Okay.
that I need everybody's opinion. And this is like a junk journal question.
Yeah.
But
Go for it.
so I have this that I just made. This was my other
Okay.
journals this week that I made.
Oh, that's nice.
Um and so I've got my signatures sewn in here, and I just used a book page because I had made um, an altered book, and so I took out all the pages. And anyway, so I have that in here, and I don't know what to do here.
Make a
Like,
pocket.
but do I cover like
If you want, you can decoupage that page and keep some of the original there and decoupage around it.
over
Leave it,
onto this?
yeah, just make a collage like a cluster
Okay.
in the middle, and that way that stays there and it'll look good on top of the fabric, and your cluster will make like a little rose or a flower or something out of cluster papers.
Okay.
uh, and coffee papers. You can make a decoration. You could put a pocket in there at the bottom, put a pocket in across the bottom,
Mm-hmm.
and then you can stick some papers in there. hmm
So then it just kind of covers that up a
Just
little
a
bit
little
more.
bit. The
Yeah.
pocket will a little bit, but the papers in the pocket are come in and out, and then you'll
Right.
then you'll always get to see that
Because
page.
I mean, it's not like
Yeah,
it's
and you
horrible
can
to look
also
at. But
ink some of the images on that border over there. You can
on this,
add an ink stamp, if you like a butterfly or an angel or
oh, that'd be
something.
cute.
hmm
Yeah.
Stickers,
Oh, I like that
stickers,
idea.
and if you use a sticker, it could be half on the paper and half on the fabric.
Right.
And I would use a little bit of glue to tack it down all over so it won't come off.
Okay.
Peel off.
I like the pocket idea
Yeah,
because then I
yeah.
can because then I can
And
utilize it. And then the
pockets
back
are
is the
easy to
same.
make, and they're fun. Yeah.
So
So yeah,
I this was again on my coffee. This was actually what and
I love it.
started the coffee dyeing
Yeah.
process. And then I just kept going because I had all this coffee and I'm like,
Yeah.
well, I'm just going to keep dyeing papers.
Yeah.
So, but then I don't know, like the front, that's a process, right? I've got this piece of lace here that I really like,
Yes. Yes.
but I
And
don't know
and
what.
you can use buttons and flat items, jewelry, old jewelry.
Yeah, I struggle with the front of journals, like
Uh-huh.
because I just don't. Yeah. So process,
So,
work in process.
uh, I'm going to try to read a little bit of chat. Teresa says, I'm ignoring her again. Teresa said, what did Teresa say? Let me go back to find Teresa. Hang on. Lisa Conway used pizza seasoning in her art, and it smelled so inviting. Yes, Teresa Conway, she did some. Um, it's My Eclectic Life is Lisa Conway, and
Okay.
she streams, and she does a lot of natural. Makes a lot of natural things out of nature. She's a spinner. She spins wool from yarn from she spins yarn from wool,
Oh, wow.
and she's had spinning classes, and she does paintings. She does all kinds of mixed media things with old jewelry and stuff, and she did this one thing, and it was kind of like how the Indians made their products when they arted in
Oh,
the caves and stuff. And she made the terracotta paint and the clay paint and the calcium paints, and she used those. It's like a science project. It was like a science project, and that was a lot of fun. Earlier this year, she did those. So that was interesting. And then also junk journals is Tanya McGuire's forte. She loves to make junk journals out of trash,
hmm.
and gorgeous stuff. And she's already also a bead person, and she makes her own glass beads.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she's very artistic.
And what was
And
her name? You said
Tanya
Todd.
McGuire at this that and chat, Tanya McGuire, and she has a big. Her videos are how to. She does a lot of how to videos,
Okay.
and how to bind a book and things like that. She's real good about explain how to explain, and she comes on every Sunday when she's not out of town, and she lives up in Florida.
Okay, so Janet said I could make a book cover plate. So what's a book cover plate?
It's
What would
something
that
that would go over top of the entire book.
like on the front?
Yeah, a plate would be a piece of cardboard the same size as your book, and you build up on it, and then you glue that whole art piece onto your book. That
Oh.
would be my interpretation of it.
And then Jude said put another piece of fabric up to the fold and pre-sew it stick it down. Yeah, cuz that's my thing, like there's such a contrast between the brightness of this and the dark of this. Um that if I tried I thought, well, maybe I could do paper, but the paper, so like this is where it hinges, which it doesn't bother me to see that part of it. It's just the contrast between the two, so I just kind of wanted something that would like
Yeah,
just
you need
cover that.
something a cluster to put down with it. Is that a light blue or a gray
This
flower?
is gray. Yep,
Okay,
black and gray.
you would get some items that have black and gray in them, pictures, or fabric or anything else that like a sister print, and then you would add some more gray items and some more textbook items textbook paper items like the textbook that you've got there, and maybe paint on the textbook, gray and black. When you stencil onto your book page there, you can use black ink or gray ink, and
Hmm.
or paint. You can
Okay.
you can use paint to stamp in too.
Okay.
Uh, and sometimes that's just the way it's going to be, you know. And if you don't like that color, maybe you can tint that whole page, tint it a brown or tint it a gray, and
Yeah.
it would be a cross between the gray fabric, and that next paper has a hint of gray color on the side. I can see a gray grid on
Yep.
that paper.
Yep.
You can do something with a gray, paint that page gray.
Okay.
Use watered down gray paint.
That's
I've got
the,
a
yeah. I wanted, see, because this, the cover has, I got this at the thrift store. It was a massive piece of fabric. And I don't know if, I don't know if it's gonna, yeah, you can kind of see it almost looks like it was coffee dyed, maybe, or it's in the print. I don't know, in this light part here, but it's brown. So I wanted neutral, right? So grays, black, browns, and stuff. So
you can use, grays out of magazine backgrounds. Find the gray that you like. It might be over in here. It might be over here, and make a and do a collage on that book page.
okay.
I'm looking for some paper.
Oh yeah, Janet, if you could post a picture, I would love that. I've been kind of scrolling the Instagram hashtags, for junk journals and stuff, just to kind of get some inspiration, because the front, I always struggle with decorating the front. And
Okay, this represents your textbook paper. It's that color, right?
yeah, it's like a brown, like a tan. Yeah, it's
It's
darker. Yeah, but
a
yeah.
little bit yellower than that, but you can take a little bit of gray paint and just smear it out. You don't have to cover it all, but just put it on there, maybe wipe it off even. And you can see the paper, but it'll blend with your book page. It'll blend with that fabric, and it'll blend with the textbook, the next page.
Oh, that's a
You
good
can
idea. Yeah,
you
and then I
can
could still do the pocket over here if I wanted
Yeah,
to.
and you can still do the pocket if you want to push it back, push that yellow back. I think
Yes.
is your issue.
Yes,
Mhm.
exactly. Yeah, because it's
Okay.
like what you notice when you open it. And I feel like even if I put a pocket here,
Yeah,
of
yeah.
whatever, it's gonna um
Okay.
just,
Well,
it
there's you
draws
some
your eye.
ideas. There's you some ideas. Uh, let's see. Roe wants to know if you put the fabric on first. Yeah, she did put the fabric on first,
Yep, I
and
did the
then
cover, and then
yeah, then
yep,
you
and then I
sewed,
did the signature, and then I glued the signature into the book. So
and you ran
yeah.
you ran that paper through the machine, sewing machine.
Um
The text paper doesn't have a stitch on it. It looks like it's a stitch.
this one?
Is it just a fold right there? Yeah, right
This?
there.
Yes. Yep, I did.
Oh,
I stitched
the
I
paper
stitched
first.
the folds here.
Okay.
But no, the paper, oh, sorry, hit my camera. This is not stitched. It's just glued
And
on.
they want to see you finish that book, and they want to see it. They want to flip through.
Yes, that's my thing. I feel like I'm gonna get stuck on the cover, and yeah. And you know that feeling where you're like, you're going through all your supplies, you're looking for the perfect thing, and you can't find it. So then you're like, okay, well, I can't just wait for the perfect thing to show up. So I need to make something work and just be happy with that. So, um, and somebody said a piece of lace for a pocket. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
you
would
can
be
use a piece of fabric.
like a side pocket,
You could do a
or
side pocket, a tuck, or a bottom tuck.
I have
Sure.
all kinds of
Yeah.
I don't know, yeah, I got to the thrift store at the perfect time because there was like a huge amount of lace that was all bundled together for like $5. So I snatched that right
And
up.
I've got ephemera that would look good on both pages. You could put that right over top, half on the page and half on the book. You
Oh
know,
yeah.
and she's got a book in the background of the
Oh yeah.
postcard.
That's pretty.
And
Yep.
if you had any cool stamps that would look good on that edge, you can do it in a gray or black,
Yeah.
gray or black. There's
So
lots of
Jude said I have to.
maybe you'll find a piece of washi tape that would work.
Oh yeah, I have lots of washi. So Jude
Yeah,
wants me. So you want me to go live, Jude, and show it you after it's done? Not in the process.
yeah.
I'll be there for like 5 hours.
Everything when you stream, you have to show all your work.
Oh, oh. I'm
And
indecisive.
hmm
Yeah.
well, have you done anything else to the book? Show us some of your pages.
No, I have not done. I literally just got
Well,
the
show us.
sign.
Just do a little couple pages through. Let
Okay.
us see a few pages.
I just did the signature today.
That's okay.
Signatures. So
So you got some different type of text paper and graphic paper. That's cool. I love the way that sounded. Half pages, little bulletins, notebook paper,
this
newspaper.
was a digital from
Yeah.
my porch prints, I think. But I loved
Okay.
how it was all just on one page, and so
Yeah. It
but
looks
that was kind of
good.
fun.
And
Kind of different.
the ads are fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what we would give for an old Sears and Roebuck
Oh,
catalog.
could you imagine? So this is half of a
Yeah. Yahtzee?
yes. So when I was at the thrift store, I where's the other half of it? I they had a box of
Okay.
Yahtzee, old Yahtzee
Yeah.
notebook
Yeah.
thingy.
Love
Where
it.
is it? Oh my goodness. Anyway, um,
Yeah.
but it
It's
hadn't
on
even
the
been
other side.
opened.
Yeah. Yeah. I know what you mean.
It was brand new, and I didn't have to dye. This is the color that it was. I
Yeah.
didn't have
It
to dye it.
aged.
Oh,
That is cool.
I was
And
like,
earlier, one of the girls wanted me to remind you that we do play bingo sometimes,
oh, bingo! I love bingo.
and it's fun. It's two games in one when we play bingo.
Okay.
Uh, I
Oh, there. Oh,
Anybody
Uno. It's Uno, not
here it is.
Yahtzee.
Oh, Uno. Okay. But we have a bingo card, and we played it several different ways. And the last time we played, it was 1 through 25, and we had another page of 25 numbered 25 prompts. And so whatever number I drew, I've had my bingo cards. They're on a deck of cards, and I flip a card over, and it'll say, B1 or whatever. So we get to look up number one on the prompt list and put that down on our page. And
Okay.
then the other girls are playing bingo with the bingo card and looking for the numbers, and so they get to holler out bingo when they get five in a row,
Oh,
and
fun.
then that stops the end of the prompts,
Oh,
that we play. And it's like add lace or add ephemera or use a Q-tip or use washi tape or add green. Those are the type of prompts that we use.
yeah, that's fun.
And we got lots of different ways that we play prompts. And but we like to play games.
I like that too. It keeps it fun.
It does. And then the guys that are playing bingo, whoever wins, I have an envelope of a bingo prize. So
Oh,
it's just, a little bit more of a little something something.
yeah. Okay, so they want me to. Okay, so do you want me to go live after? You want me to go live when I am finishing?
Well, let me ask another
When I'm
question.
working on the book, or
When now are you uploading some videos now?
yes, I haven't.
Okay.
June has been kind of busy, so I haven't actually uploaded for
Okay.
almost 2 weeks.
Okay.
But yeah, normally I do
Well, what you
twice a
can
week.
do is if you're going to work on your book online, you can either do it live or you can do a video and then upload it, whichever you're comfortable with. And then at the end, when the book is almost finished, 100% finished, well, nothing is 100% finished, but when it's
Yeah, that's true.
almost finished, then the girls want you to come on so that they can ask you things in the chat, while you're going through each page and how you did this and why you did this and why you chose that and uh,
Okay.
this is my favorite. This is not my favorite, but I like it. Whatever you
Okay.
got to say. And then also I wanted to ask you if you uh, when you do your lives, are they impromptus or do you have a schedule that you like to, or you're trying to work on a time
Um,
schedule?
I'll
Sure.
probably. I mean, I would like to do it every. I would like to do a live every week. I guess
Every week.
like when I'm thinking about it. So, um, I think for me it would be trying to figure out a time because I think it's important to do it like I don't, or maybe not. I don't know. The same time every week,
Yeah.
just
Well,
because then people can plan on it. But
right. A lot of the girls in my chat room and in our little community, um, a lot of them, some of them do impromptus, and they just come on whenever they want to come on,
okay,
uh, when they think there's nobody on. It's hard to pick a time because there's so many of us streaming nowadays, and it's almost impossible to get on a stream without somebody else in the background. But that's just the life of streaming and the
okay,
life of going live. So I think it's easier to have a set time. You pick your day and your time, and it may be 5 o'clock, and somebody else comes on at 6 o'clock, like me or something. I mean,
okay,
whatever you want to do, and it might be also like, well, you want to stream more than 1 hour, so maybe you'll come on at 9 o'clock when I go off,
yeah,
and you can stream all night. If you want to do one of those,
okay.
and the girls will watch you till some of them they'll be quiet, but I guarantee you they're laying in the bed with their phones. I guarantee
I bet
you.
I'm not the only one that does that because
Oh, yes. I fall asleep on my streams all the time. I play my streams back,
yeah,
and uh, it's I don't know. I've never heard myself before when I started streaming. I never really heard my voice on a tape recorder or anything. Maybe once or twice when I was a kid, but not really that much. And every time I hear my voice, I'm amazed, and it's like I'm attracted to it, and I want to hear more of it,
yeah,
and maybe it's the accent, maybe it's the mother coming out of me. I lost my mother 2 years ago, and
mm,
and all of the girls in the chat room walked me through that grieving process, and
mm-hmm,
I can say with positiveness, yes, I still miss her, but I'm not crying every day about it anymore.
yep,
But I'm not, and I can talk about it without any problems. But I used to do art pages dedicated to my mom, and the chat room said, Beth, you do as many as you need. You go, girl. And they let me, and I would do a poem, and I'd say, my mom used to say this, or my mom colored this page, or my mom taught me how to do something,
mm-hmm.
and they let me, because she was my true hero, my mother. I did not know that I was spoiled that much when she passed away. I did not realize I was still hanging onto her apron strings.
Oh yeah,
I did not know that. I didn't realize how much I was a swinging. I
yeah,
was swinging on them. I wasn't letting go. I turned it into a game and said, I'm staying here. But it was but the girls in the chat room helped me work through that, and I'm back doing my crazy things now, and I do crazy things like this all the time. and I like to. And even though it's elementary, like the 365 book, it's still art, and it doesn't matter if it's you got to start somewhere. It doesn't matter if it's a kindergarten art or not.
Yeah,
It it that's not the point. The point is doing it and then making it your art.
that's
So
true.
here is Cheryl Johnson's page from the house. Uh, in the background. She's got a barn in the background or garage, and she's got a tree in the middle of
Oh,
her
cute.
driveway.
That's cute.
Now, trees, Cheryl, how are we going to drive into the garage? Now, I just want to know.
You drive around it. It's a circle drive.
Maybe it goes around the other side of the house. That is so good. And she made birds. She made her birds and her clouds. Very nice, Cheryl. Thank you for sharing. This is another thing. When you get finished, you get to post your pictures on here too. So you get to take a picture of, and I take pictures of my art when I get finished. I take pictures of my art
Oh yeah, and then post them.
and then
That's
I
good.
post them.
Yeah, I think it's cool to see what people because I think was it Janet? Somebody posted
Yeah,
um
her
what they
her
created while you were
yeah
live, or maybe it was the
yeah
other way around.
yeah,
But yeah.
and they'll yes, absolutely. um, so anyway, that's all that I see related to tonight. And
Um, Janet said she posted photos of book plates in the Facebook group.
okay.
So I'll look. I can look that up too when I get off
Will,
of
if
here.
she posted them in my group or in the Stream of Art group. Oh, here they are. These are samples of book cover plates.
Oh yeah.
So it's just a page that covers the front of the book, and you can let your fabric show around the pages. But it's like a cluster.
Uh
It's
huh.
like 3 or 4 or 5 layers
I like
on
that it's
top.
all on one
Yeah,
piece of
yeah.
cardstock or whatever, and then yeah, because then you can kind of create
And
it
then you
and
could put a label on it and put a front on the label.
yeah, and then if you hate it, you
Put
don't
another
have to
cover on it. Just keep
everything's
gluing.
not already glued down on your cover.
That's right. Keep gluing. Oh, here's a cute one too. It's like a little frame.
Hmm. I wanted to get some of those metal
Chipboard. Yeah.
those metal book plates.
Yeah. Yeah.
But do you
You
think
can
I
get
could
those.
find any? And I live in rural Iowa, so I live out in the middle of nowhere. But
I would go online, Amazon,
okay, I even
and
looked at Michael's because my daughter had her allergy appointment the other day,
yeah.
and they didn't have any at Michael's. I'm like, what?
Now these are nameplate plaques, and they have uh, you can put a label. Put your word on there,
Yeah.
or two, or your sentiment, and that's like a little tag. And you
Okay.
can also glue it on the front of your book. So there's lots of different shapes and sizes you can work with.
Yeah, that's what I was wanting to put
And you can use even
on there.
silk flowers and do them flat. She's got a puffy flower there.
Yeah, that's cute.
And you can add buttons. Oh, there's so many beads if you like to do beads.
Those
So
are pretty.
thank you, Janet.
Yes, that's
This,
what I need. I need all the inspiration because
yeah.
it just
And in,
helps. Because I'm just bad about seeing something in my mind and like creating it, then like making it happen. It just
yeah.
that's where I
Another thing is with our community, if you're stuck, all you gotta do is say something in Facebook, and you'll get 20 answers with your comments.
oh cool.
you
Okay.
know, yes, if you can't decide between this or that, put A or B on it, and then post it and say which do you like better, A or B, and you will get answers.
Okay. That's good.
Yeah, I'm just saying, there's lots of, there's just, our community, we work with you. We're working with you all through the book, and you're doing it with the community. That's the
Yeah.
good part.
Yep.
So,
Oh, Janet, you like to create altered books and junk journals? Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I did so this is the one that I was talking about that I had all the pages ripped out of. And I haven't finished the front yet because that's where I struggle, right? Okay. But so what I did is put I bought this and I thought, "Oh yeah, it's glued
Yeah.
together, because you don't
Yeah.
want the sewn
Yeah.
ones, right?" So
Right.
I start tearing out um
A few pages. Mm-hmm.
yeah, and no, it's sewn and
Oh,
glued.
okay.
So I freak out. I immediately panic. Then I'm like, okay. I just kept pulling them out and pulling them out and pulling them out. They just kept falling out. They were like attached to each other. It was a whole thing. So then I had these huge craters in here
Uh-huh.
of like 10 pages that just would
But
come out. So I ended up just,
you can do bulk in your book that way.
yeah. So I separated it
Yeah.
where the signatures were, tore them out very gently so that it would preserve the
The
little
spine.
valley. And then
Yeah.
I created, then I made signatures with
Yeah.
papers.
Yeah. Yeah.
So just to, you know, signatures, sewed the signatures together. And I glued those puppies right down in those little valleys. And look, now it's full again. It's like you
Where
can't
you
even notice.
go?
I was like, it's one of those happy accidents where I'm like, I have to throw this book away. What am I going to do? Because the pages kept falling out, falling out. Okay, well, I'm just going to take out the whole signature and filled them with my own signatures.
There you
So,
go. Yeah. Yeah.
uh, anyway, so yeah, I don't know what to do on the front with this one, but that's how all my journals are with the front.
Well, uh, I'm looking for. Now, see, I have not moved. Now, what did I do with my notebook? Oh, what did I do with the notebook that I was working in? It's
Which
on my
one?
desk. It's on my
Oh,
desk.
oh,
So you see how things happen. We're only human, you guys,
that's right.
and they know it, and they know it, and they love us this way. I trying that. What I was trying to do is I was going to take a picture of our disco party,
Oh yeah.
and I'll post it. I'll post it in our Facebook group.
Yeah, I agree, Jude. I love altered books too. They're fun because you don't have to create the cover and you just reuse the book and it's just I like it. Sharon, I hope we have chat hasn't overwhelmed you. Yeah. I know I've been trying to kind of keep up with the chat. It's hard though, especially when
It
you're working
is.
on
It
something.
is. But it's
Uh,
okay. It's okay. And a lot of the times when I rewatch my movies, and and then that and I get if I get to have a notebook with me in the bedroom, and I can write down things that I've promised to do and stuff.
yeah, I
Because
have a
when
list
I'm
on my phone.
done,
Yeah.
I'm exhausted, and uh, and when I get out of here tonight, I'll go get me something to eat and head to the bedroom, and I'll
Yep.
go ahead and put this video back up, and I'll go, oh yeah, I got to remember to send her some Happy Mail, or I got to
Yeah.
remember to send her a card. So that because now Janet, when she streams, she writes everything down that she promises right now. She does it
Yeah.
right now,
That's how I have to
and
do it. If I don't write it
and
down, I'll forget it.
so you have to have a book or two. And I've got so many books up here on my table. I got tons of books up here. These little books. I got one. Here's a book. Here's a book.
Yeah.
Here's a book over here. And here's a book. Here's
Yeah.
my postcards. And I've got these old photos. I want to make a book to put these in. These
Yeah.
are old photos uh, of people in the town that I used to that I was brought up in Huntington. And I, I thought that was pretty cool. But I'm gonna make a
Yeah.
book to put in, and I might make a Blizzard book. That's what I had in mind. And then and here's a book over here. Oh, and I was going to tell you this. These are little junk journals, and they're cute, and they got tie ties on them, and I think somebody sent this to me. Now, I don't remember. And I made, I think I made some of it, but some of the stuff people sent me, some of the decorations and things. But, oh, made by Trudy Craig. Trudy made me this book. Can you see it? Here
Oh
we go.
yeah.
It's a little fabric book, but you can make these little books, and you can put rubber bands here or ribbon and turn them into flow books. And that's how you keep your loose papers on your desk in an orderly fashion, and then you can go to the flow book and pull out your paper that you want. I've
Oh,
used this
nice.
for a napkin journal.
Cute.
Uh, I keep on my desk is a napkin journal, and it's a child's book, and I covered it with a napkin. I painted it, and in here I've got ribbon uh, wrapped around the base of the book, and then I sandwich my napkins in here. So when I
Oh,
look for a
smart.
napkin, I can just slip it out, and I can use it without disturbing the whole book.
So
And I need
where do you find napkins? I mean, besides buying like a whole pack at Walmart or whatever,
well, we
because
have a napkin tray. Do we need?
oh,
And then you send me 10 napkins, and then I'll send you back 10 different napkins
what if I don't have 10 napkins?
of the same thing.
Oh, yeah.
You don't have birthday napkins or Christmas napkins or Easter napkins,
Um, I have, yes, I do
or you
actually. I have some
or
star ones, some like
or
holographic star. Yeah, I do. Okay.
or you
Not
go to the
10.
dollar you go to the Dollar Tree and you buy one package of napkins, and then you sit in front of the TV and pull the backs off, so that all you have is the actual print of the napkin with the backing off of it. And you send me ten napkins,
10
even if,
different napkins.
well, not necessarily. If you don't
Okay.
have 10 different napkins, then send me 10. Then when I do a napkin trade, everybody will send me 10. And then I will lay them all out on the dining room table in a circle, and I'll go, okay, these are Morgan's napkins, and I'll make 10 piles. And I'll make 11th pile will be your pile. You will not get one of yours back, but you'll be pile number 11. And then somebody else will send me 10 napkins, and I will put them in the 10 piles. And if they're I'll start with okay, so I'll do 9, okay, and I won't give you one of yours, so you'll be number 10. So
Okay.
the next person gives me 10 napkins, and I lay them all down, and you get one. And then the next person I open up, and I get 10 more napkins, and
Oh,
I
and then
lay
you
them
just swap
down,
them
and then
around.
you get 2 napkins. And
Huh.
then it goes on that way, and I usually have enough napkins in my stash to where you will get 10 different napkins other than what you sent me. I try to give you 10 different ones back. It's kind of confusing to do it, but when I do it all at once on the table, and I have everything out in front of me, and I have your name, and I put your envelope there, and I will mail you back 10 napkins. And
Oh, fun.
it's just an organizational skill that I have acquired to do. But this is a napkin journal, and I can come in here and pull anything out from under the ribbon without destroying the whole book, and I can look for a napkin of my choice.
That is an awesome idea.
And
Yes.
this
Okay.
this is
So
key to do
I'm
it.
gonna
Yeah.
send you. I'm gonna send you some napkins so that I can get in
Okay.
on that next time you do it.
I can go ahead and give you 10 different napkins. I've got that many napkins.
So
So
do you have like did you make that journal?
yeah,
Uh,
it's a children's book.
okay.
But you can do this with paper for paper too.
So you just
And
do like the elastic.
it it's this is elastic lace,
Okay. Like
stretchy
a
little
traveler's notebook, Midori
Yeah,
type.
you can use
Yeah.
any kind of a book that will fit whatever size you're putting into it. This was a napkin size.
Okay.
So, and then I also have one for Christmas and one for holidays.
That's perfect though, because it keeps it organized and flat. They
Yeah,
don't get crumpled up,
yeah.
and you can just
And your
flip through
flow
them.
books uh, are made the same way, and But this is a little journal book that Trudy Craig sent me, and I've been working on it, and I glue things in it. It's an anything glue anything book,
Mm-hmm. Oh, like a
and
glue book?
yeah, you can glue down anything or stamp anything. I've stamped in this book, and I've glued some things down, and she has too. She made me this book as a gift,
Hmm.
and
Very cool. I love how
and
cute and little it is.
yeah, and see, I put wax paper down where I glued a cluster in. These were just some scrap papers laying on my desk.
Hmm.
Boom, boom, done. So,
Cute. A little
so
owl.
some things I've done, and most of it she has done for me. I've glued some maps in there. There's France. There's another little cluster. I had this on my desk. This thread. So there you go.
Cool.
I've talked enough.
Probably gonna post in the group about this journal because I had a few things laid out to do the front of it.
Okay.
Um, because it's just so plain, but it's a blank slate, so I can pretty much do anything with it. So
Yeah.
be ready for the post with the questions about this. And this piece of fabric, I just sew it together, and it didn't cover the book all the way. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, you gotta be kidding me. Of course, I
Yeah.
didn't make it.
There's always a solution.
Yes.
To fix it. Perfect.
Yep. So I'll be
So
making a
I love
face
the
with
different
those.
textiles and things. Okay. Cheryl, I just told Morgan if she wanted to send me some napkins, I'll send her some napkins back. I'm not really I'm doing it as a favor.
She has pity on me because
Cheryl,
I
she
am
doesn't have any napkins, Cheryl.
ready.
Everybody, and also in my Facebook group, when you get in there, there's an address file. If you would put your address in the comment section of that file,
Okay.
we alphabetize our address, everybody in the address book under our first names. So you'll be put into M,
Okay.
and then your address, and then everybody will have your address, and then maybe everybody in the chat room will send you a couple of napkins.
Oh, that would be sweet.
Happy mail.
Happy mail.
What a
Okay.
great way to welcome Morgan into the
That's
group.
right.
We bribe you. We'll bribe you.
Oh, this is what
But
I was playing with earlier is this cheesecloth and a doily and
oh, I love it. I love it. You could put a
like,
spot of collar on that. Oh,
and then I had like digitals from because this was a kit that I bought,
yeah,
and
yeah.
so then I had I just don't know what to like. I had this little envelope with some little taggy things.
Uh-huh.
But I don't know. And then I had where's my stuff? Like a pocket.
Yeah.
The kit came with pockets that you could cut out,
Oh, how cute.
or like a
Okay,
big.
we'll put it together. Yes. Oh, I love that on the top of that book. Right there's your top front page.
Yeah,
Right there. That goes on the front, right there. Put the pocket on the inside.
that's what.
Somewhere.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking because I had this huge space here.
Yeah.
So
I love that on the front. That is perfect.
because it kind of just has all the things together. But
And maybe you could sew just a couple little seed beads on there somewhere around on the lace on the top or the bottom. A
yeah.
few little seed beads, like it's
Oh, that's a
sprinkled.
cute idea.
Hmm.
Yep. See, I'm just bad at coming
I
up.
love
I'm just
beads. Yeah, we like beads, and we like paint. We like, what else do we like, guys?
everything. Oops, sorry. I bumped the
See, we
camera.
have everything in our fingertips.
And I could literally be here for like 3 hours and
I'm telling you,
not make a decision.
we've been on here for three hours, and we're still not finished crafting.
Yeah, Exactly. Are we ever finished crafting
No,
really? Like,
never, never.
no.
Hi, honey. Joe just came in the house.
Yeah, and so I have my iPad charging,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
because I'm watching the chat on there, and it's actually going backwards. It's not charging at all. So I'm about to run out of battery.
Okay. Well, it's time. It's time for me to. I get tired, and I have to. I'm probably one of the. I'm proud of it, but I'm probably one of the oldest people in here. Okay, so I
Well,
need to
you
get
don't
off.
sound like it.
I don't act like it either.
There you go. That's the best.
But yeah, I'm retired. I'm, sometimes I think I'm retarded, but I'm just retired,
Yep.
and it has been 3 hours, so it's time for us to say good night for the night. But I will be back on Tuesday. So Morgan, I hope that you, if you pick a date, you know, you a day, or if you want to stream, let you know. Uh, you're streaming, you're allowed to post it in my group that you're streaming,
Okay.
so the girls will know where you are and what you're doing. If it's going to be a sale or something, you can maybe mention it in a sentence or something. But I don't really sell in my group. I don't let
Yeah, I don't
anybody
really
else
do that.
sell. So, but if you stream and you talk about it on your stream, I don't see any problem with that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
kind of you letting our group know,
Yep.
but because some of the girls do like to go and shop, and
Well, it's nice too to
Barbara,
share. To share
no,
like
you don't,
digitals
Barbara.
and stuff like that. But
No, you don't, Barbara. I don't think so. I'm our hair. I think my hair matches your hair. We're probably sisters, Barbara. She thinks I've got years on you, but I don't think she does. But anyway, we've had a lot of fun. Can't wait to
yes.
watch the replay. And Sharon said she's the oldest. Well, now I might have to. I think Sharon and I've talked, so I think I know how she is. No, Barbara. No, no, say it ain't true. Ooh. Everybody's saying it's a pleasure to meet you, Morgan,
Yes.
and
Well,
they will look for you. So be sure and keep us close to your clutches, and you can message me if you have any questions.
okay.
I think you'll be just fine when you get back into it.
Well,
You're
thank you for inviting me, and
Yeah,
it was a lot of fun. So
and
it was really good to meet everybody and just chat.
you
So
get meet some new friends.
yes, exactly. Can't have
Barbara
enough
Clark
friends.
said she's revolutionizing the species.
Yeah.
I'll come be in the parade, Barbara. I'll rally with you. I'm behind you. I will.
Oh, funny.
So okay, so that's all I'm going to do tonight. So I'm going to say goodnight and go rest my voice.
Okay.
And
Me
I
too.
love everybody. Thank you all. If I've forgotten anything, just message me to remind me.
Bye,
And
everybody.
Morgan, be sure and join the Facebook group so I can accept you and we can get your address.
I think I'm in there.
Oh,
I think
you're already
I
in it?
joined it.
Oh, okay,
I think so.
okay.
I think I did the other day.
Oh, you did it the other day.
I'm
Great.
pretty
So
sure.
we got your address. We got you covered.
Cool.
I love my addresses. Go down to the ends.
I don't think I added my address though.
Oh, okay.
I'll have to
Then
go
you
do
just
that.
go down to the comment section of the address group
Okay.
and add it in the comments. And this is just for our group, our my Facebook group. Not the internet cannot see this stuff.
Okay.
So, from my understandings.
Because it's private.
Okie
Yeah.
dokie. Okay,
Cool.
Janet
All
says
right.
add your address.
All right. I will.
Okay. Good night, everybody.
Good night.